think we're live. I don't know. Are we live?
Probably live.
Are we probably live?
Just gotta get the word out there.
Okay, remember to close off first.
I feel abandoned.
You are abandoned.
No.
You shall not be re-abandoned.
Alright. I think audio is probably working as well. Hopefully.
Well, it does say it's working, so...
Oh, Morris is leaving dog cam already.
No, don't leave dog cam. I'll give you treats.
He's not that sociable. Yeah, he's polluting on the carpet now.
Moritz? Come back.
No, I'm not gonna join dog cam. Well, yeah, I guess you can just put it on her then, Claire. But we have some work to do.
No, we don't.
Totally do.
Here, there goes. Oh yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
I don't see the camera.
It takes a little while to get ready for workings.
It does, yes. It takes a long time. I forgot to get googly eyes for the camera.
Ah, I need that so I can talk to the camera.
At least you have Bob next to it.
Oh.
Just like this is Bob. No, he's not Bob. He's Kevin.
Yeah, get it right, Claire.
He's Kevin. Sorry,
Get it
he's
right.
Kevin. I got Bob.
Where's our workout?
How's the workout? Well, we have been storyboarding.
I need to do this. I see a gap.
Oh, Chris does not like a gap.
No.
So we have been storyboarding. Well, we've been storyboarding the cutscene. Isn't that right?
Yes. We haven't imported this to the computer, so it's not very easy to show off.
No, but it's a storyboard. It's a storyboard.
Hi guys, thanks for joining our stream. I see now that we're getting some viewers in here.
Hello.
Really nice to have you here.
Yes.
We're currently working on the life of Mr. Pips, our little strawberry game.
We need to show him. Where's Mr.
We need
Pips?
to find Mr. Pips.
We need to find Mr. Pips. There is Mr. Pips.
It's always early days for Mr. Pips.
Oops. I pressed something and it didn't work. There you go.
There we go.
This is Mr. Pips. He's cute, he's cuddly.
And popular to boot.
And popular to boot, and a bit pippalicious.
How are you guys doing today? What are you working on? How's your Sunday going?
How's your game deving doing as well?
Yeah. We've had a nice Sunday morning as well.
Yeah.
Done a bit of work on different things. Not on game dev though.
No, marketing.
Social media, important part. And also done a little bit of gaming. Relaxing a bit.
Gaming.
Important to relax a bit on Sunday. But now we're gonna get our game dev boots on.
We're gonna get game dev boots on. Yes, that was quite a mouthful. Yeah. So yeah, before this stream, we were just discussing how we were gonna go about the first cutscene that we're making. So right now we've been working this week on a little conversation system.
Yeah.
And once this, so that he'll roll down the hill. So we've been working on a conversation.
Of course, it just rolls down a hill.
System, and there's a puddle come in.
Beautiful puddle. That blue.
And so yeah, the conversation system is there was not the interact button. What was the interact button? There you go. And now we have Mr. Blueberry who can actually talk.
He doesn't have a face though.
He doesn't.
And Pips is just like staring on his feet, well, where his feet would be.
And I love the text you wrote. It's a very big world out there.
Oh.
Don't become a jam. It's quite tasty, but only for a moment. So yeah.
I didn't think about that.
What? That I was going to be on the stream.
That placeholder text is going to probably be there for quite a while until the story ends up being there.
Yeah.
But it worked though.
It works.
Conversation basic system worked.
And we're going to utilize that conversation system a bit more for the cutscenes. Aren't we?
Yes, so that's some things we've been working on this week. Haven't been working that much on the game this week.
No, you've been working a bit on Carrots from Heaven.
A little bit,
That's what we have been doing.
but we also had the launch of a reading campaign.
That too.
That took quite a bit of time. But now all the kids are reading happy, but that's, other non-game dev related stuff. Yeah. So we got some work to do here with Mr. Pips.
Yes. Should we get started then?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where to go about it though.
Yeah, well, we said, so we got this, you know, we said we were going to set that scene.
Yeah.
Similar to how we did
Our
in Mission
beautiful storyboard. Let's see. It's
This
like
is
a little
long.
strawberry bush and some text around, and then there's a little boar which disturbs the strawberry bush, and there's more text around. So yeah, good afternoon, Rock Melter. Hi,
Yes,
thanks for
good
joining us. We're gonna try to get the introduction
Started.
cutscene for the game.
Yeah.
Like we tried many times previously, but this time we're gonna actually do it.
This time we're actually going to do it, yeah. Because
have-
we now have him rolling down the hill, so that's one part.
We have the pieces in place and a conversation system to base it off.
Yep.
Thank you for following, Rock Melter.
Yeah, thank you for following.
So, how are you doing? What you up to? And people in general who
Yeah,
are joining
tell
us.
us what you're up to, share what you're up to as well, you know.
Yep.
We do allow links, so.
Yeah, links
Go
are
crazy.
allowed in the stream chat. Go crazy. I'd love to see what other people are up to and working on.
So we mentioned that we were going to start, you know, similar to how we did with Mission Squeak. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That we were going to have just like some area off map. Because
Yeah.
we didn't want to have a separate cutscene area
So
for loading purposes.
yeah, so we need to have the strawberry plant, which is back here, in the scene somehow.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna place some text around it.
Mm-hmm.
But we could also utilize this area of the map for it, but it'd probably be best to maybe have a more simplistic part of the map.
I think so.
So like just have a duplicate of this and then place it
Somewhere else.
somewhere off the map. Is that what we're thinking?
I think that's what is the best option.
And then
Because we're not going to have that much in that scene.
call this area like cutscene area. Like maybe place it at Y0, which is there. So, hi Rock Melter, I'm currently doing some overtime work on my 9-to-5 job, working on a new portal for our clients. Right,
Sounds
so
cool,
I guess you're into web development if you're working on portals. Yeah, that's what
Assume,
we also do. I just mentioned the reading campaign earlier. That is a web gamification through, you know, web development and a website.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's what we also do in our... I wouldn't call it day job because Snuti is our business.
Yep.
And
This is us too.
Snuti,
And the dogs. And oh, we just had... Winky has moved.
Winky has left the dog camp.
Hello. And the dog cam has moved. No! She did not want to be seen.
So yeah,
Yeah, so I think I'm going to take it out of this because we got this in the world right now.
I was halfway through a sentence about what Snuti is. Yeah, Snuti is our business, and we do game dev, and we do reading campaigns and web
game
development, etc. So yeah, we're expanding our horizon.
Yeah, we used to do game dev, but
That's where we started,
that's where
like
we started.
2012. Time flies. We just haven't done game development in quite a few years. We're back to our roots.
Just as I'm renaming Strawberry Bush.
I like how you're calling it that.
Intro Strawberry Bush, yeah. I'm trying to create an empty, but yeah.
Are the dogs the board of directors?
Well, actually, they're HR.
Yeah. More
Yeah.
just...
Social media manager. He's not very good at it, though.
I thought that was Winky.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Moritz.
I thought-
Moritz has always been social media manager.
Yeah, of course.
So-
And Winky is our HR.
And hello, Spoonie!
Oh, hey Spoonie, thanks for joining us again. I didn't... They had the same,
Same color, I know.
I thought it was Rock Melter who wrote that. And now see it was Spoonie. Sorry for mixing the names up. Of course, the dogs have important roles in our company. I think we could not operate our company from
gosh,
home
no.
without
No.
dogs.
No.
That's the only thing that makes Snuti work. Working from home is the fact that we have dogs and we need to get out of the house and take care of ourselves.
And they need loads of cuddles, you know. So it's good to take a break and have some dog cuddles.
Healthy stuff. Yeah. You making like I'm
just creating an empty, shoving this in for the time being.
Did you zero the empty out?
No.
I just reset it now.
No.
It's fine.
I'll just reset here. That's the one thing I always forget to do.
Like,
Oh, no.
why doesn't Unity do it by default? It's so annoying. Or like ask you or have a shortcut or like a default option for it. Like, you always forget to reset the transform on them.
Unity is evil, secretly.
I don't
Just
think
punishes you for not resetting.
Yeah, feels like it.
Yeah, so I was just moving this around.
I'm not quite happy with how that bush looks, to be quite honest.
And this is how a game takes 7 months to make.
Okay, we gotta cut some corners. I'm happy with the bush. It looks fine. Oh, no, it's terrible. You're always like, this is not good enough. And then you spend like 2 days working on that. And it's just like, not the most important thing in the world. Yeah,
and you make a game jam game. It's like you only have like 48 hours, or a week. And you're like, okay, I'll just do this. I'll do this fast. I'll just do that. And then you have all the time in the world, and this is what happens. Yeah,
so we just need to say
it looks like a strawberry bush.
It looks like a strawberry bush, and it's fine.
And there's one awkward strawberry. This is not Mr. Pips.
3 months making a procedural bush generator, exactly. Yes. That was almost my university project, actually. I did actually make one as well.
You did, yeah. You took a long time on it as well.
Yeah, and a lot of people used it.
It was a grass simulator generator.
Also grass.
It wasn't bush, it was grass.
Yeah, this was back in Maya and 3D rendering days before game dev. But yeah.
Spoony gets what it what it feels,
Exactly. Right, should we have some ground underneath them, or should it just be like standing in the air?
Because that's the thing. I had it where you could have it where it's like snow around and things like that.
Oh, it's supposed to be snow there.
Yes, it does say in winter snow on ground.
Of course, everybody could possibly see that this is snow right here on the ground underneath the strawberry bush, right?
Yes, everybody can.
Yep.
Nowadays, it's all about goose simulation. Goose simulation.
I have not heard goose simulation.
I have not
heard
I know
about goat simulator on the other hand, but
goose simulation. I need to hear it.
Yeah, this is in grey snow. No wonder I get confused. But yeah,
it's drawn in pencil.
But it makes sense because the story is going to go through all the seasons, and we would start obviously in winter before spring. But the first play season is spring, so it makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah.
The snow is about to melt. I need to code up a map generator for my game. Not sure I'm gonna do it for space. Or like, you mean in space? Or for more space?
Not sure I'm going to do it.
It probably means in space.
I think in space.
Yeah.
There you go. That's me trying to figure out space.
Yeah.
Untitled Goose Game got released recently, and people on Twitter are making a lot of memes.
Alright.
Okay, we need to check this out.
We have apparently missed the memo.
We have missed the memo.
I like
apparently. We're always missing these things.
No. We're good at staying up to date.
Rock Melter says, yeah, in space.
Yeah, alright.
And even recommends Goose Game. Yeah, we need to try this out.
I'm Googling it right now on my laptop.
I'm going to should I create a terrain or just a ground plane?
I was thinking maybe like a massive sphere, but maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe just actually make a plane.
I think I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. And since we're going to operate from like a 2D perspective, we can just like tilt it slightly towards the camera.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. So, yeah. Why is it there?
Untitled Goose Game. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at this later. This looks good.
Oh, yeah. I've seen some of it on Twitter.
I've seen this. Yeah. I just didn't know the name of it. Yeah, I've seen this. Like space maps, like galaxies or Dungeon Space. Spoony's asking Rock Melter. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. Generating space is really interesting, especially if you simulate it. That gets crazy.
I'm not sure why it's going over there, the plane.
Because it decided to zero it out, didn't it?
Yeah, but these ones are zeroed out. So.
No, it's not.
Maybe.
0 is on 0.
Should I just take this out and then do it
again? That's fine. Just move it over.
Okay. Just move it over then.
I mean the plane.
Oh, sorry. That's why I got confused. It's like, what?
Oh, Winky looks so chill right now.
Chilly Wink.
You enjoying your dog cam time?
She always loves her dog cam time. That sounds so dodgy.
At least I didn't say cam girl this time.
You did though. You just said it now.
Well, I'm innocent. Are you doing alright there?
I'm doing fine. Yes, doing fine.
Top-down roguelike. So you play with a quadrant of a nebula, which behaves as a floor. Alright.
Oh, interesting.
I guess as it's a roguelike, it's quite important to have the generation of the map work quite well. That sounds nice.
Oops.
Yeah, that looks good. Just throw some grass color on that and be calling that done. Just hit the element lit there and bright grass. Don't we have that, or green or something?
No,
oh, maybe a dark green there, yeah.
We have
Up.
dark green there.
Try that one. Yeah, that looks fine.
That looks fine. Oh, look at that.
It's very shiny green.
Very shiny green. Why is it shiny green?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It's probably because we're looking towards the sun. Just look at the shadow direction, but we can fix the aesthetics of it later.
I mean, just that's one dodgy strawberry.
Oh, come on. I did my best as a low poly strawberry.
Hello. Hello.
Dissing my low poly strawberry.
Hello. Oh, man, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't take it.
So, I've done some research on Cinemachine for Unity.
Cinemachine, yeah.
Where you can create like virtual cameras and stuff like that. And I'm wondering if like we should use virtual cameras or we should just like use Unity cameras. To be honest, I have no clue what's best. I think since we're not going to have any camera movement, we should probably just stick with the Unity cameras.
Yeah.
But then again, I was also a little bit tempted to change our camera behavior because right now it's very stuck to the character. So the character moves 1 pixel, the camera moves 1 pixel, rather than being a bit more floaty. Well, I don't know what's better, but I think we just have to see. And I know that, with Cinemachine, you have that quite easily available. And if we want to utilize that, we should use Cinemachine's virtual cameras, otherwise we have to redo our work.
Yeah.
But I don't know very much about it because I haven't tried it other than watching a random tutorial on it.
Does anybody else? Spoonie says Cinemachine is good, but it can be a bit weird to set up. Comes across like a port of real life dollies. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think we should consider using it.
Yeah.
And to do that, you just go to the Cinemachine menu and go like add virtual camera. Or
create virtual camera, you mean.
There you go.
We have a virtual camera there, and it's still CMVCam1.
Yeah.
It's a Winky Cam.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. I should probably.
It does boundaries and easing really well. Exactly.
Ooh, okay.
That's what I see in the fact that you can set like following targets and stuff like that with it. But how to, get it up and going, I'm not sure about. But I think maybe what we can do. Yeah, so you placed it in a way now. Yeah. Let me just grab here. I think we can just throw the game. Yeah, see here? It's already working.
Yeah, okay.
So, we can just have that there as a reference. Yeah, so that's...
Yeah, you can see it. Okay.
That's already doing its thing because it attaches the main camera to that.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Which is going to create a massive bug for when the game launches right now because we're going to try to hijack the camera. But we will fix that code when we get to it. For the time being, you can try to rotate that camera.
Hello!
Ta-da!
And then you can just zoom in into the weird. Oh, wrong way. Oops. Da-dun.
We can't open with that. He's not called Mr. Pips. This is Mr. Pips' dodgy brother. His low poly bro. Yeah.
Yeah, his dodgy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're not. Obviously, I'm gonna zoom out.
I'm wondering if you should rotate the whole thing because the sun is behind right now.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
But should you just throw the? Can I just click around a little bit? Let's throw it in there.
Oh, I thought it was in there. Sorry.
Then throw all of those actually towards the center here. Then let's move this one out because now you can just like grab it and rotate the whole thing. If you get what I mean. Ooh,
that is pretty cool.
So
the time lapsey thing, when you see like If you rotate again, you can see.
All right, you see the shadow changing. Oh yeah, we could actually utilize that in the thingy for like passing of seasons because it's shadow change. That is clever.
Yeah. And that's just from you just rotating it, you know?
Thinking ahead, Gar. Thinking ahead.
Thinking ahead.
That was well observed. I was trying to like ish center things there.
Ish. Center what? Oops.
Yeah, it's close enough to pivot center for me.
Mickey's upset I moved. Now she's unupset.
She's just hiding. Right. So we have our virtual camera working.
Yes. Because I'm also wondering slightly that it should, yeah.
Now, I think actually what you should do is actually move the camera quite far away and zoom in.
Okay.
Because then you get a more orthographic view. It doesn't have... Ew, lens.
That's what I... Lens there.
Right.
Dun dun dun!
Because you probably want the field of view of, I don't know, 20 or something.
Dun dun dun. Oh, you can't see his daughter brother.
He's hiding, that's why.
I'm gonna put it to 20. That's a bit too close. Yeah, but I think I might need to resize this in general.
I was thinking I should move the camera away.
Oh, okay.
But you can also just resize that, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. That's what you were thinking.
But it's actually moving it away, it causes too much foam, fog.
Fog, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually move close and scale the other thing down probably. So we don't have to mess around with the fog.
That's a good idea.
So how are people doing today? I know how Spoony and Rockmelter is doing. All the people joining our stream.
Don't be afraid to say hi.
Say hi and let us know how you're doing. And
unless you're scared because of our dodgy strawberries. I'm gonna rotate this bush actually.
You gotta say hi to Winky. Oh, she might be upset.
Why is she upset?
You know, gotta have some consequence.
Have you seen this dodgy brother?
Alright, that's I think that's a good angle around there. We could rotate him a little bit, etc. But
so where is my drawing? Yeah, I like that one. That a nice angle? That a nice angle?
Don't worry about aesthetics. Didn't we agree on that?
I'm just rotating the bush.
Important rotation.
Important rotation.
Yeah, I think, yeah, somewhat.
I think it's fine. Yes. Mr. Blueberry.
We're gonna have a couple of strawberries on it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Not just one.
Not just one, no.
And then you're gonna have Mr. Pips as well.
I'm gonna Mr. Pips. And he's gonna stand up.
Yeah, because he's round and everything else is low
Low
poly. So
have to make a simplistic style. At the same time, decide that your main character is going to be way more high poly than everything else. And he's a special little berry.
Yes.
He's a special
little berry. We should figure out how to place text around this.
Yes.
Because that's what you have drawn in here. I think that's going to be a fun challenge.
Hello, Ottojakikins. I'm going to say yep.
Otoyakikins, yeah, I already think I recognize that name. You followed us earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow.
I think I checked out your stuff.
But I go into bed. No.
Oh, yes.
No.
It's hard with the time zones. Thank you for saying hi though and dropping by. I'm glad you're joining us for a little bit.
Yeah. Mine are crazy. Strawberries.
Yeah.
Not weird.
That the text. We need to probably make a different UI element for this.
But do we like?
Should we move the ground down a bit? Like
yes.
Rotate it, or I don't know what to do with it.
I'm not sure. Like I think
maybe rotate.
Let's rotate it a bit.
Yeah.
Like that. That's better.
Should you rotate it on the y-axis because it's kind of actually off angle? Probably a bit hard for people to see. I did not mean to move the Y, but that's also fine.
You said move the Y.
Rotate the Y.
Rotate the Y.
Or unless we can actually make the camera look down straight. That's maybe better.
That's probably better.
Yeah. Because I just see that it's sloping at the moment.
This is...
Yeah, it's minus 76, just go with minus 90. And move a bit. Then we should be good. See a bit of background in there, but we can fix that. We
We'll
maybe
fix that
turn the
afterwards.
world off or something while the cutscene goes.
Yeah, that might be actually. But then maybe it's yeah.
We deal with it
We'll
later.
deal with it later.
Yeah. Because I think it might be necessary if we're going to do the full spin. If not, we can also just move this world like really far into the sky,
Yes, that's
which would also solve that.
Yeah. Guess we'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll get there. If we create a new
UI.
New UI.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Duplicate the last one. Save
Yes,
some
where is
work.
that?
It's in the canvas.
The canvas and the conversation. And it says duplicate.
Let's hit into the 2D mode so we can see it.
Yes. What that? That one there. Yeah, because we've got conversation. This we can have for cutscene.
Yeah. I'm always trying to see out for the drawings here. It looks a little bit like the text will change position depending on the stuff, but I don't think we can do that.
No, I don't think we can do that. I just did that as like, you know...
Inconsistencies between drawings.
Yes, inconsistencies between drawings to make sure that you know that it's right in there.
Yeah. Okay.
But also as well because Text Mesh Pro has it where you can have uppercase stuff and things like that, so you can actually do it where you might be able to change some of it.
That's a good point. And it had the linked lines and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is my sample text. How are you doing, Mr. Pips? I'm fine, thank you. All right.
Why is Mr. Pips talking to the same one? Should I turn off conversation temporarily?
Yeah. But I was also wondering if we should move the world or something, or turn the world off, because it's kind of distracting.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hello.
Oh yeah, that's not the world mesh.
Oh man, whoops. Right. Should we maybe make the...
But can we rather move the canvas up or something?
Yeah, that we could. That actually might be a better idea.
Or does it not do that? No, I think it resizes.
Doesn't work.
I don't know enough about canvas to like deal with that.
But if I group these together... Oh, I gotta put an empty, don't I?
Throw the terrain group inside the world.
That's a good idea. Just want to have it at the bottom.
Sounds good.
There you go. And then I should be able to move this one up then, surely.
I did not.
Down.
I was... Okay, I was thinking to just disabling it.
We told to disable it. Sorry, it's because you were talking about moving stuff up.
And now, yeah, that's why we turned the skybox off for last time.
Yes. That wasn't this one.
Well, we can't read anything.
There you go.
There we go, you can see stuff.
It's a bit of a black world.
Yeah.
It's dark. Don't forget your tea.
Ah, important.
Drink your tea, guys. Or coffee. If you can drink coffee. Or you like coffee.
Tea is best though.
Tea is best.
I think that we have a good width on the text here in a way.
Yeah.
So we should just like move it up and then make another text box and everything.
Because also as well is that with this one we had which one is the name. That I don't think is wise for us to have in this one.
No.
So I think I'll get rid of that. And then we managed to do all these text line thingies, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Last time.
But I think we only need 2 text boxes.
You think so?
Thinking about it, because looking at this sketch, for example, 1 text box there and 1 there. I know I'm pointing on a sheet of paper that nobody sees, but...
Well, what you can do is you can turn towards the camera and say, there's 1 text box here.
Like anybody can see that. They'll see what's happening soon enough.
Are you using a dialogue engine like Yarn?
No, we're not.
We're not?
But it's not going to be that much dialogue in the game.
No, there's only...
And it's not branching dialogue neither.
No, it's very simplistic. This is going to be some talking blueberries, talking mushroom, which isn't going to be much talking either. And then Mr. Pips.
Yeah.
Talking about.
Yeah.
And cutscene stuff.
Yeah, so I think it's okay to not use an engine for it, but I was looking into like things which could make our lives easier. So if you think Yam, for example, could, then...
Is it Yam or Yarn?
Yarn.
It's Yarn.
Sorry, we should turn up the font size there.
It's like, yam? Am I going to eat a yam? Or is it going to be yarn?
Wow.
Which reminds me of like NPM yarn.
Not sure. Looking into them myself. All
yeah,
right.
okay.
I guess you need it maybe for your game.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff you're working on.
Yes.
I'll be looking at your stream a bit later, I think, if you're on.
Yeah, we also really like your devlogs as well. They're really cool.
Yeah. Need more devlogs.
Yes. And talk on your stream, Spoonie.
Yeah, you have such cool voice in your devlogs. Right.
Yeah, so I was going to resize this. Right, that's the space.
Should we switch who's doing this?
Yeah, because this part I hate. Oh, I don't. Maybe I
think we
should
should
have
keep the
space. But the background, yeah, this part you do because I'm so crap at this.
Right. Let's get this stuff out of the way.
Rock Melter, I wrote a dialogue system for one of my projects. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, but that's what often happens with like dialogue systems. You have them so specialized. But I mean, like if you made it like really generic, that's great. You going for drinks, Winksy? Winksy.
Oh, I just got
Hello, Winksy.
It's hard for me to think and stream. You guys make it look so easy.
We make it look easy. We're not making any progress.
No, yeah, we're not.
But we do have like, work sessions throughout the week, etc., where we have focus time. And this is our social time.
Yes.
So
we get to talk to you guys.
And it's really nice to get to know people and see what they're working on, etc. And we get to do some progress. And usually we don't know what we're doing, so it's really good with some input from the stream, such as you suggesting the
yarn.
Memory like a goldfish.
Spoony says it was easy. No, Spoony.
You see?
Yar. SQLite backend and a really hacky way of storing dialogue trees in JSON objects.
Yeah. SQL and JSON, they do not mix that well. No. Well, we do actually use a lot of JSON with MySQL, and it's become a lot better, especially MySQL.
Yeah.
In our other projects. So that's good.
Do you remember when we used MySQL for Fishing for Love?
Oh yeah, we sure did, didn't we? That's a game made in Unity, and it had a PHP backend where you would you played the game, which was all about like catching a bottle with a message.
Yeah.
And you would get the message, and other players would have written like little love stories, and you were supposed to continue the love story. Once 5 players had written a love story, it got emailed to everyone who wrote their email in for the love story, and that was Fishing for Love.
That was,
a little game jam we made in a week. This was back in 2013.
Yeah. First game jam we did was a bit ambitious, but...
yeah, considering we did a PHP backend and Unity, and we knew neither very well. But yeah, that was a really cool game, man.
We had some really cute love letters.
Oh, so really cool seeing what stories people came up with, and people were like genuinely coming up with like good continuations of the last person's story, and you need to write like 1 paragraph each.
And my dad was writing loads of stories as well, like starting them all off and then sending them off for somebody to continue. Just really cool.
Noise? Is there noise?
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Noise.
Okay, I just was wondering if you had mic noise. I hear the laptop fan is going. This is probably all right. I'm just looking at probably right font size. You just need to put it up like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that there. Okay.
And then we will size it up like this or something.
What is that? Yes, that's a good idea. Yes.
And then it doesn't. It's not very visible right now. There you go. See it a bit better. And then we delete text line 3.
Yeah, and then we need.
And this one was linking to 3. We need to unlink that if it's still there. And wasn't there like some overflow linking?
Wait a second. That was
overflow.
Overflow. I think it was an overflow, wasn't it? No.
Probably disappeared once I deleted that thing.
Probably.
Let's see how it is set up on this one. Yeah, there we go. Wrapping.
No, it's linked there. That's where it is.
Yeah.
On this one, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so that's correct then. So that's text line 2. Well, this is paragraph 2. We can rename it. Well, I'm just going to call it text 2 because it's no longer lines.
Yeah.
Then we can just like put a longer text
just copy,
in.
paste.
Going to go with our own lorem ipsum. Yeah, and then we have...
does that weird glitch, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But what do we do to fix that glitch? Is it just like fixing itself onto place, or wasn't it?
It was, I think you clicked anywhere that wasn't the text boxes. I think.
Yeah, you're right. Once you don't have the canvas selected and you do something to make it redraw. There we go.
There you go, see. Yeah, got it now. Yeah.
Love you, Unity. It has this weird bug that when you have the canvas selected with the text, it just...
Yep.
doesn't allow you to link two text fields like we've done here, or render it. It goes blank, even though it's supposed to be stuff
even
there.
though there is stuff, yeah.
I feel
But
like
I noticed there was quite a bit of spacing between the two, but I think
yeah,
that might
I didn't
be
like
fine.
it. I didn't like that spacing.
No.
Also, was about to ask you about the line height and
Yes, I was
spacing.
gonna have a look
It
at
did not look very nice.
No.
Let's see.
Let's have a look.
Should we just push this up here for a moment?
Yeah, that needs to be a bit more, I think.
That's way too compact.
Yeah.
But it's doing what we talked about in the drawing.
The drawing. Chris just waves a piece of paper. It's like, it's a drawing on there, like an actual legit drawing.
Right. Should I put a little bit more text in? No, we shouldn't, because we're going to increase the font size or line height, maybe.
No, I was thinking the line height. I think the text size
You're in
is
charge
fine.
now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try and increase it. I don't know. Did that work?
In the holy texts of our Lorem Ipsum placeholder, we are now discovering the true story of Mr. Pips. And it keeps flashing. Is that working?
It's flashing. Ooh. I think it is. I think that's a lot better.
Maybe more?
No, I think that's best. Otherwise it becomes a little bit unreadable, I think.
Okay.
Line 20 here. I think that's a bit better. But it's just a gap. There's a gap here.
Oh, an idea is to align this one to the bottom. What is happening? And on the 7th day, God rewrote the entire Unity UI system in disgust.
Yep. That's pretty much what.
Now the spacing is all messed up again.
Huh? Now what?
I messed up the spacing.
Yeah, because you probably changed.
I think it needs to be aligned to the top, not to the bottom like I did.
I don't think. But that, because that one's aligned to the top rather than the. Yeah, it has to be aligned to the top.
We just need to make some space between them. And this one should be top. But then maybe set the line height to 25. I mean, I think Unity has done a lot of improvements to their UI systems. And it's certainly much better than it used to be.
But isn't it Text Mesh Pro? I thought that wasn't Unity.
Yeah, Unity made it.
Oh, Unity made it. Okay.
They do lots of stuff like that where they like make extensions for their own engine, and then in the end that becomes like the default.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see how it looks now then. You just need to come on. Perfect.
Yes, perfect.
How are we gonna get that lined up? But it's not the right font, we shouldn't worry.
We shouldn't worry. No.
Yeah, because we're gonna change the font and it's gonna be messed up again.
It's gonna be messed up again, exactly. Yeah, we'll just leave it be. It looks fine, thank you.
Yep, exactly. Looks fine until you try to do things they never expected you to do, the UI system.
Oh yeah.
And that's what happens in all games who are quite innovative. Well, I mean, not saying that we are, but
no, we're not.
A lot of games obviously do, and then it causes issues.
Yeah.
This is looking alright though. I think we should delete
background.
Space BG. No, background.
No, the background. So I don't think that's going to be necessary because I think we can add in the background ourselves.
Yeah, we will design this scene as is a static scene to look like nice.
Yeah. Can I just go into what?
Is there?
Where?
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to look for what you saw the frames around it.
Yeah, if you click back to the scene, press F.
There. Okay.
It's because we made the view bigger. Everything scaled up.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's fine. Yeah.
We'll leave like that for now.
Yep.
We should rather focus on this working.
Yes. Yes. So we got this coming up here.
And when you hit play on the game, it just obviously doesn't do this. Alright, that was more than I expected, to be quite honest.
We have a storeroom.
Because I expected the camera to go wonky. Well, I'm happy to see.
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy to see the scene. I'm happy to see the dodgy strawberry, the dodgy little poly strawberry.
We should give him a name though. Maybe like
Dodgy Bro.
Dodgy Bro. No, come on, like Pelle or something.
Pelle.
That's a Norwegian name. I don't know. It probably doesn't work that well in English.
Anybody have a name for Mr. Pips' weirdly low poly
Brother?
brother?
Yeah. I think, Pelle.
If you guys come up with a great name, we will rename him to that. And he will pop up as that in the game.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Spoony, I'm expecting a name here now.
Putting pressure on that. Jammy, there we go. Why did we not think of this? That's a genius.
Jammy, yeah.
And I had a friend of me come up with the name Barry, for berries.
Who came up with that?
Espen.
Oh yeah, Espen came up with that.
Yeah, he was just like, you gotta call this Mr. Blue Barry.
I was like,
But yeah, Jammy, that's perfect.
Jammy, Blueberry. What are we gonna have for the mushrooms name?
We'll leave that for later. There's gonna be plenty of content in the future.
No, we have to decide on it right now. The naming is gonna be final right now.
You were reading that book last night, and I was like, this character just like me. And it was just like, we need to find nicknames for each other. It was that Harry Potter spin-off book.
No, it wasn't. It's Nevermore.
Nevermore.
Yeah. And this is the character who comes up with like loads and loads and loads and loads of nicknames. I was like, yeah, this is me. This is exactly me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't come up with Jammy, so kudos to you, Spoony.
But it's the fact that you like nicknames as well.
Yeah, I like nicknames. Well, what I have to do here now
we have to
is
name
go
him.
into the bush strawberry, find out where I'm in the wrong one, aren't I? Let's go here. We'll go into the intro one and find out where on earth the berry is.
Is it that one?
Is this the berry? Is this the berry?
I think so.
That is the berry.
I don't know what it's called. It's called Placeholder from Blender. But yeah, name that.
We are now gonna call him
Jammy.
He's now
So
called
we
Jammy,
remember.
guys. It's Jammy. It's Jammy. I should probably name it on the other one as well, so we do not forget.
Oh yeah, this is important.
This is really important. Naming is everything.
We could just apply prefab, but yeah, it's close enough.
Yeah, it is a prefab as well.
Oh no, it's one from Blender.
Oh, Blender, then that's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, now we need to kind of get it to
do stuff. But one thing that's this. Oh, you know why it worked?
Why?
We disabled the world.
Oh.
I think if we enable the world, we have an issue on our hands.
Let's just see for funsies.
Well, at least I know in the background, Mr. Pips is now secretly rolling down the hill.
All by himself. The alone, Mr. I need to go on a trip.
Alright, I'll take over. I'll be pilot.
You'll be Jammylicious.
Me and Jammy are gonna hang out. Yes, Windows. We need to silence you. Focus assist. So, let's see here. So I think we have an issue here with Mr. Pips and everyone. Oh yeah, this is in 2D mode, that's confusing. Mr. Pips is there. Little Pips. Hey. Yes, when the game starts, you are surely just like rolling down a hill or something, I bet. And that'd be kind of weird, because you're not supposed to be doing that until later. Once you've gone through the cutscene, and you should be able to skip different parts of it by pressing space, etc. Oh yeah, that's maximize on play, let's turn that off. Yeah. So once the game is playing, Mr. Pips secretly rolls down a hill in the background, and nobody knows any better. So we need to figure out a way to pause that when we start the game and make this start at the moment we want it to. I think, trying to remember, did we make... Yeah, we made a cutscene intro script and we threw that onto the canvas, which is like just a generic place to have cutscenes. Alright, we have code here, would you have believed? So yeah, well, Claire is out and about. How are people doing today? Thanks for joining our stream. I don't know why I deleted all our code. Yep, oh, it's back again. How's your Sunday? And how you doing? What's happening? Oh, we're gonna have an intruder. Hello, Moritz.
You're gonna go here, Moritz. There you go, that's my boy. Huh? Yeah, look at Winky.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, he left. Right.
I think it's too warm for him.
Probably is.
It's a bit steamy in here.
Or Johnny.
Yep, should we switch again? So I realized that we already have a script in place where we have some plans.
Yeah.
Because when the game starts now, in the background, Mr. Pip rolls down the hill, etc.
Yeah.
Which he's not supposed to. But he's supposed to do it on command a bit later.
Yeah.
It's an unproductive Sunday, says Spoonie. Well, you know, it's a recharging Sunday because you have been really productive this week. I've seen some of your stuff going on.
Yes.
So that's
it's good to revitalize and relax a bit.
Rock Melter, I'm trying to navigate the Italian kitchen that is our code base at work.
Winky? No fun, but on stream.
Is your kitchen or code base suffering from spaghetti bolo JavaScript? JavaScript spaghetti is really easy to make. That's a quick meal.
Ooh, you puppy! Ooh.
Huh?
We have a new puppy.
Oh, have a new puppy. Ah, yes.
Yeah, well, as Spoonie says, what type of puppy is it?
We need to know the details.
Oh, they're so cute when they're tiny. Oh.
Well, they're cute when they're big too.
Yeah, they're cute when they're big too, but they're really cute when they're tiny because their ears are all like fluffy.
Yeah, it takes a little while before they get grow up. That's really nice.
Yeah.
What is your German Shepherd called? There's a picture of her in the... yes.
Oh, is that one? Yeah.
This is Julia's Discord we're talking about, where we have a 100-day game dev challenge.
Yes.
If there's people who's
interested
in joining a 100-day game dev challenge, I highly recommend just go on Julia's Twitter.
Well, you can just search for 100 days of game dev. Hashtag.
Yeah. I mean, when I say go on Julia's Twitter, that's a really bad description, isn't it?
Yeah. Julia is a very popular name as well.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just so we could. It's this one. Let's see here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's it.
Just so people know what on earth we're talking about. She's doing a really cool Discord 100-day challenge with a lot of people joining right now, and a lot of people watching right now is hanging out from there. So that's awesome. Love that you came along.
Yay.
Yeah.
Spoonie, are you taking part?
Seeing her game on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
Join the Discord. It's really lively in there, and lots of has a positivity channel where we post some pictures of mostly animals.
Mostly animals, yeah.
Julia's posting pictures of goats and stuff like that.
No, it was cows, I think.
She also did a goat.
Oh, did she do a goat as well? Okay,
yeah, that's what happens when you hang out in India. I gotta love India. Such a vibrant country. Yeah.
Say hello to Amber Rock Melter. Give her lots of snuggles from us.
All right, that's a beautiful name.
Yeah.
Amber is really fitting for a German Shepherd.
It is actually.
But I do remember seeing a German Shepherd there, so this was probably yours then.
We like German Shepherds.
Yeah, Julia's always surrounded by animals.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, are we here at Snuti HQ?
Yeah.
Right. So we probably need to rewrite that to-do list there.
Yes, we do, yeah. Because this is all different now.
Yeah, so...
I like the fact that...
it has some merit to it.
Yeah. Because we're still gonna have the skip button, but we've already made that in a way already.
No, but it says there, teleport pips, disable custom. Actually, that's like 3 tasks.
Yeah, in one.
Let's maybe start from scratch.
It's good to just break down your tasks.
Yeah, because this we wrote like a week ago or something.
Yeah, before we started making it really. So
yeah, it was before we did the conversation system.
Yeah.
Because we went about it in the wrong order, we realized, and then came back to this later.
Yeah.
As here we are.
So first of all, we kind of need to start the cutscene with the text.
Well, we need to populate the text in the cutscene.
Yes.
Because I think the actual text of the story should live in this one. Probably.
I think so, yeah. Because it's not that long neither. It's quite relatively short.
And we're gonna obviously be managing the text outside the game, but just like copy paste it in as necessary.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking but it needs to probably disable the world.
Yes. Disable world.
Because then, cutscene is active. And
shouldn't that go beforehand, really?
Yes. All order, isn't it?
We should, it automatically does all the little, like, asterisks, but not
Numbering.
bullet points.
I'm supposed to use dashes instead of numbers.
No. I'll do that then, yeah.
Okay, we're going with X's.
I have no idea. I was like, yes, we completed the task. No, we haven't completed the task. There you go. Oops.
All right. Once we populate text in a cutscene, obviously then I think also the camera will be active.
Yeah.
Then it's space to go to the next piece of text.
No, it's the interact button, which is the space. Yeah.
Interact, whatever.
Interact. Next. Scene.
Well, why do we have space written in the bottom right corner?
Because we haven't really finished it really yet.
Yeah, we will
so
change
we will
the key
change
bindings
it
later.
when we get to it.
Okay.
That was like, I noticed that we did it wrong. Because when we tried to press space, it didn't work. It just jumped into the air. But I thought it was a good idea to not focus on the nitty gritty and
get some progress on.
So interact button to go to the next scene.
And then
we need to kind of get the camera to enable the world again.
Well, one thing that's going to happen though is that between the scenes there's different things coming and happening.
That's true, yeah.
So each of the things, for example, we're going to be enabling a little boar.
Well, we don't know whether it's going to be a boar or whether it's going to be a
deer
or
we're going
to be in
some animal.
Some animal.
In the story. But that would be like scene or like...
I was thinking like scene animation.
Yeah.
I think that's what's probably best. I was thinking maybe we should activate it with animation. Rather than anything else.
Yeah, so you just like place an animation sequence.
Yeah.
So then it get triggered out.
Because the only thing that's really going to happen is the animal's going to come in, nudge the so-called bush, and then Mr. Pips is going to be on there and he's going to fall off. And then it goes into the scene where he starts rolling.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that actually maybe this one and that one kind of belongs together, because then we would have it divided into scenes where I don't know, what can we call it? It's not scenes. Like... Shots? Yeah, shots is maybe a better word.
Shots. I just think I'm going to have a shot instead rather than...
Divided into shots. And then with a shot you have some text and some animation. Animation is optional.
Yeah.
If the shot doesn't have an animation. And it will play that. And if there's no more, it will then enable the world and disable the cutscene.
Yeah.
So then I think go to next scene and then I re-enable the world.
Yeah. There's
one thing which is missing is the fact that we need to be able to enable the world and continue
the story.
Yeah,
because that's what I was saying. Like we need to get the camera to then kind of pan over to Mr. Pips in the world, and then that's supposed to follow on and continue some of the story.
Yeah.
So I guess we would then have. What did I just say?
Enable the camera.
Yeah, enable the camera.
Yeah, but I think like when it enables the world, it needs to maybe specifically enable the camera.
I think so.
I'm not quite sure how to go about it, but I need a quick break.
Yep.
Tea is going through me.
That's the problem with tea. Your phone vibrated.
I just forgot to silence it, did I?
Yep.
Where is it? What's here?
It's there. Charge it.
Sorry.
Enabling the camera, and then I think... Yeah, and then we need to also enable the rest. Yes! Rock Melter, you should have another cup of tea. It is a good tea break right now. Everyone needs to share what they're drinking, if there's tea or whether it's coffee, I'm working in our kitchen at the moment. Yeah. Then you should definitely take advantage and make a cup of tea whilst you're there. And get a cookie as well. Maybe. Cookies are good. Everybody share what you're up to today, whether you're working on game dev or whatever you're up to. Share it with us. We'd love to hear what you're doing. Well, Krister is supposed to be here, but he's having a toilet break, so. And we're missing Winky. Oh no. I'm gonna fix that. Oh, no, she popped up. Where's the pop-up? There you go. Yeah. Fix the cam. So enable the camera, yeah, and then I just fixed the dog cam as well.
All right. You've been busy while I've been gone.
Well, yeah. Rock Melter is having a cup of tea.
All right.
He's in the kitchen at the moment.
That's good.
Let's run down.
Yeah, sounds good. Seems like you've been thinking further ahead. All right, we enable the camera, then continue.
I was like, continue the conversation, but in the different UI.
Exactly, which is why I'm thinking it needs to maybe trigger a conversation.
Trigger conversation. Yeah. Yeah, because we've got the conversation script here, so it might trigger that instead.
Trigger that one, yeah.
Trigger.
Because that one has the.
Conversation script.
Currently talking about is the fact that we have like a bottom half type of
conversation thing.
Yeah, which you see here, and that's a different UI than the one we're currently working on, so it's probably best to trigger the conversation script which controls that and do it that way.
Yeah, because if we trigger the conversation script, because we got here enable and disable the player control, well, that's going to be done in the conversation script, surely.
Exactly, and that's going to start as soon as that is already done in the conversation script, and that starts as soon as you enable the world and the camera, so we don't need to worry about that.
That's what I thought. This one we don't need. Show conversation for the initial cutscene. That was what we were talking about, and that's fine.
Okay, I think we have a good list of something to start with here.
Yes.
Should we start with all the references we need?
Yes. This is the best thing I've ever watched.
Oh, hello, Jack Bon. I'm gonna call you Jack Bon. That's
Jack Bontro Bridge.
Jackie Bontro Bridge.
Yeah.
You're very lucky you found each other. All right. Thank you, Jackie Bontro Bridge. It's you're hard to resist.
Yeah.
We've been at this. We've been together since like 2011.
Yep.
So, and then we got married when we started a company.
Yep.
We didn't get married.
No, we didn't. No, we started our company, and then 2 years afterwards, we got married.
We got married in 2015, but the thing is, we consider ourselves married when we started our company in 2012.
Yeah.
Like, that was... and it was a terrible idea.
Yeah. Running a company is hard.
Don't go out of uni and start a business. You have no clue what you're doing. But we managed somehow by living with parents for many years, and...
Somehow managing to do it.
Yeah, it's been good, though.
And here we are making a strawberry game. So.
Yeah, always take life very seriously.
And make it jammy.
How you doing, Jackie? So, yeah, I'm really happy people joining our stream.
I was just talking about that, it was very jammy, but,
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch it.
Chris is a bit slow at my jokes.
Went straight past me.
Chris is Norwegian, he doesn't understand every joke in the world.
Bit of a thick head. All right.
Thank you for following Parallax Studios.
Thank you for following. Yeah, awesome.
Jackie is learning Unity herself as well. And thank you for the follow, Jackie.
Thank you. Learning Unity. So are we, if you haven't noticed.
We have no idea what we're doing.
Well, actually, we are, we've been taking courses on Udemy. Yep. Which have been really good. But we did used to use Unity. This is going to get confusing. Many years ago, 2013.
Yeah, 2013. So.
But we didn't use it for an extensive period of time, so I didn't get really deep into it. We just got the basic scripting, etc. And then we stopped the game there for a long period of time, and now we're trying to pick it all up again, and it's a lot to learn.
Yep.
So
I'm still trying to understand and put my head around it.
Yeah, but we're both developers and been for many years, and both designers. We like that we both can do both sides of the story in a way, so then we can help each other when we're debugging. We can help each other in art. Yeah,
because both of us have done 3D printing, 3D modeling. When we're in university, we've done all the coding and everything, design. We do everything together. So.
And we also done 3D printing.
And we've done 3D printing as well.
Yeah, like these ones are 3D printed.
Yeah,
little birdies. Hello, thanks for the follow. The Nova9.
Thank you.
It's awesome. So
Hello.
I need to show this now. We're talking about it.
Yeah, now we're talking about it.
So this is
We're never gonna do this.
it started with like I made it to you as a Christmas gift.
Yeah, and it was made in blue plastic originally.
Yeah, and then Claire helped me improve the model on it. So now it's cast in silver from Shapeways. So we make the 3D model and then send it off to them. And it's like a bird which says C+C on it.
Yep.
So yeah, and it's
that was our logo actually for our wedding.
Yeah, we had a logo for our wedding. Of course, you have a logo, and we also have our rings are 3D printed. So you have like a little. I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a heart on top of it.
I think it focused. Yeah,
it looks like focus. So yeah, there's a little heart on top of it, and inside of the ring it says Snuti. So this is all 3D printed with Shapeways from models and modeled in Blender.
Yeah,
actually the first version was modeled in Maya. It was before I was using Blender. I found out learning how to write.
No, but we got Spoony said, what degrees did you do at university? I did multimedia, so that was pretty much like everything under the sun, whether it was 3D modeling, PHP coding, making websites, action script, and Krister did.
Well, but your course didn't go very in depth on anything. You learned the surface of a lot of different things. I did 3D animation, which did go quite deep, and I did Bachelor of Science. So we learned a lot about visual effects, how to make. I've worked a little bit in London as well for like 2 months, some internship, etc. for working on like Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows, did some VFX work there, but it wasn't quite my thing. So we kind of just went to Norway and started a business, which was a terrible idea, but it worked out.
But it worked out,
yeah. So that's our university. That was back in 2012 we finished.
That is true.
In Swansea. We studied in...
Swansea, in the UK?
Yeah, in Wales.
Yep. Rock Melter, I found that learning how to write good C# code is better than just trying to learn how Unity works. Once you have a good foundation, you can usually get your head around everything. Yeah, that is definitely true. Yeah. And also Unity is changing all the time, whereas C# doesn't, so...
And coding logic in general.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, you haven't had an experience with C# previously.
No, I haven't, no.
But you know a lot of different languages, so C# wasn't that tricky to pick up for you. But you weren't that familiar with strict types and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's still a struggle.
Get in there.
What is your game about, guys? It's the game we're currently working on is The Life of Mr. Pips, which is a little story about a little strawberry who has fallen off the bush and is trying to find his way in life. Pretty much. And he's going to go and do some rafting with blueberries.
Yeah, it's a little story game where you explore the world and you just meet some quirky characters until the story kind of wraps up. Thinking like a 10-15 minutes experience type of thing.
Yeah.
So we want to... have this game finished in a month or two and trying to, explore how to do storytelling and make a complete game out of it. And it's going to be probably released on itch when it's done.
Yeah, because we've made some other games as well. Carrots from Heaven is still in the works. But
it's a test or beta is out.
Yeah, beta is out.
And soon version 2.
Yep. And we made Mission Squeak as well, which was a 2-week-long game jam. So, yeah. We've been making games, but now we're trying to learn a little bit more about cutscening and storytelling because it's hard. Very hard.
I was asking, one thing I don't like, no, not asking, about Unity is you have to pay $120 to get the dark version. I totally agree. Yeah. But I think actually Unity is probably making an update where they're rejigging their entire UI because they have an issue where their UI doesn't scale.
Which is really irritating.
So I think they have to actually redo their UI in a different system from scratch. And I think when they do that, they probably will open up dark mode for everyone.
Yeah, because that would be really almost handy.
Like, it's an accessibility thing.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be considered pro. But yeah, I think that's
because like I struggle a bit with reading too tiny texts, and I find it a real struggle with Unity in particular. I'm just like, what's going on here?
Rock Melter and Jackie, they know that you can get your way around it. Yeah. I did not know that was possible, but I'm not surprised neither. But yeah.
Yeah, so shall we get started on this?
We were working.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Well, we had some good conversations. It was really nice chatting. We will continue chatting.
So we've got a to-do list.
Yes.
And I guess
we should start with getting the references, I'll say.
The references, yes, that is it. That's first of all. Oops. So that would be things like the world.
The bad boys of the game dev. Yeah, that's it. That's this crew.
Yep.
Every bit of software is hackable. Yes, that's the thing about software and computers in general. That's the best thing about them, isn't it?
Unless it's in Azure. Pretty much.
Well, maybe. Right.
I wanted to have a look.
You're talking about the Azure cloud of Microsoft? Maybe.
I would assume so.
We use that quite a lot. We run all our servers on Azure, but we're just using the Linux VMs.
Yeah.
Nothing special, fancy feature of Azure. We just run regular VMs. It's rock solid security wise. Yeah,
That's
it's
good,
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Microsoft have made that, develop it over many years. It started pretty rough. Yeah, just copy that stuff.
Yeah, but we won't need a player, I don't think.
Well, I think we do.
Do you think we need the player?
Nah.
But we definitely need this.
That we will need, yeah.
Every single time I forget that one.
It's copy paste stuff between the two is good.
Can't go wrong with copy paste. Yeah, you can't actually go wrong with copy
They
paste.
have
But,
underwater data centers. Yeah, I read about those data centers. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And wasn't it using like wave energy and stuff like that as well or something? Or it was for the cooling system because it
It was
just
cooling,
takes
yeah.
in water to cool the servers.
Which I thought was really, really cool.
But it doesn't sound like it's very maintenance friendly because, things in water needs to be cleaned. And they need to take everything out. And
Yeah, but I think they had like a system and everything for it.
they
For
probably have
maintenance,
thought
yeah,
about
probably
it.
thought about
They
it.
probably thought about it.
They're guarded by laser sharks. Yes.
Exactly.
That's why they have good security.
Yeah. So we have some references here we haven't populated, but maybe just change player to world.
I'm thinking that. Oops.
And I think we can delete UI name.
Yeah, because that was only for the name thing, and we won't be having that.
Yeah.
So I think we'll get rid of that one.
So maybe copy from the other one how we populated them as well. It's that whole awake thing there. Just grab the awake.
Try to just do the entire week.
Yeah. And we switched...
Because with that, yeah, so that was the player, would be changed to world.
and
we're not going to have the UI name.
Yeah.
And the player tag, we don't want that.
No, we want to just fetch world, which is a game object on the root. So we can just do game object.find world. I think it's just .find and then write world.
I think it is. Find. Did we have capitalize? Yeah.
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 So that should do the trick. But the parent there is obviously the wrong conversation thingy.
That is true. What did we call it again? We called it cutscene. Whoops.
Yeah, that'll do the trick.
I think that. Yes.
Looks good.
Looks good. Okay, this is... Yeah, I need to go... I'd like to have a look. Okay, I'm just gonna find somewhere. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
So, on the way,
First of all, yeah.
we need to disable the world.
So
I think you can just
world
do
here as
that.
well, then.
Yeah, right after the references are set there, we just do world.setActive. Trying to find the right text index for Unity. Alright, so you guys are already on the hacking part.
In the awake it was, wasn't it?
No, it's called set something.
It's one set awake. I don't see set active here.
It's on the game object, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we don't want the... Sorry. Excuse me. We probably want to not do the transform, but the game object.
Yeah, okay. So just get rid of this one?
Yeah, and switch the world up above the game object.
There. I'm doing better today.
Doing good. Wow.
There you go, now we can do it. It's active.
To false.
It's equal to false.
No, it's a
In
function.
brackets. See, I forgot that.
Nah, just read the
I
tooltips
didn't
that
read
appear.
the tooltip. There you go, yeah. It's because earlier on I was doing the course and I had to put the bowl at the top.
All right. They do things in funny ways.
Yeah, they do in funny ways. So.
Right. But then we probably just want to populate the UI text.
Yes. Yeah, the UI text.
We don't want to populate right away. We probably want to have similar to how we did the conversation system. I'm just going to point around for a little bit. Think about this. So here,
we have the start conversation.
Yeah, we have like start conversation, stop conversation, next sentence. And I think that's something similar to what we should do here.
Yeah.
Because also a similar version of this script will be used for the outro.
That is true, yeah.
We could potentially generalize it so it's reusable, but we will worry about that when we get to the outro of the game. Are we going to have animation? Yes.
Yes.
So we need animate letters.
But can't we, like for the animate letters, couldn't we have that's more like public so we can use it in the other one rather than having it...
I'm starting to think that we should have generalized this to not be repeating our code multiple places. Because one thing we could potentially do is actually make... I don't know. I was just wondering, could we make this more generic? That's going to cause issues.
Yeah, because I think that we're not having enough of the conversation to really warrant changing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Rockmelt to see. This is a scenario where I'd create an interface with the conversation code and implement that into a class that you can call so you wouldn't have to rewrite that method.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm sitting here thinking about doing. But I'm just tempted to let beautiful code not get in our way and just copy the thing and make it work. Because, we're trying to find which corners to cut. And I think this is one of the corners we're going to cut.
We're not using. If we were using more conversation, I would be thinking okay.
Ola. Sorry. Yeah. What game are you making? We are making a game about a little life of Mr. Pips.
Yep.
And we probably can just rename this to start conversation.
Or start cutscene.
Yeah. You need some. Yeah. But Mr. Pips, who it's a little story game with him walking around the world exploring characters and chatting to people. Going rafting is one of the mini games we're going to have in there.
Yep.
He's going through the different seasons and experiencing, finding his place in life is the goal for the game.
Yeah.
That was a terrible pitch. But that's it. But yeah, it's a little... should we call it the forest simulator? Part of the simulator, just...
Forest story simulator.
It's not simulator at all.
Below poly. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little story game.
It's a story game about a cute little berry.
Yeah.
Called Mr. Pips.
Who meets colorful characters. And we're trying to make the intro cutscene at the moment for the game.
If I focus on Mr. Pips.
Yeah, we need to show Pips off. He hasn't been on the screen for a little while.
This is Mr. Pips. He's cute.
So cute.
He's the only thing that's round in the world. Everything else is low poly.
He was developed in high detail.
He's a special little berry.
Special little Pip.
Special.
Yeah. So right now I'm just making a small little clicker game. All right, cookie clicker or auto clicker type of game, or they're quite addictive. Because one thing which is interesting about those games is how you do gamification.
Yeah, that is true.
Right?
Because it's just clicking, so...
Right, so then you need to rely upon other game mechanics in order to keep it interesting rather than just clicking. And for example, we're making a digital reading campaign for children. We use a lot of gamification in order to motivate reading. That's one of the things we do in Snuti.
Yep.
We are working on the script, yeah.
So we've got to set the speech index, I guess, or...
I think it's more called the shot index. We should probably you rename to cutscene.
Yeah, start cutscene, yeah.
Yeah, so it's different shots in the cutscene, so...
I guess so, yeah.
Conversations, yeah. I think it's good that we're making these different scripts because they're going to be operating on quite different things, and I think they're going to diverge as we start developing things further and further. So we have some state, I guess.
Yeah. So it would be an int, and we'll call it shot index.
Yeah.
And we set that to
0.
0.
That looks good.
And then I will just get all of these and rename.
This is absolutely sweet. +1 for introducing gaming into education. Yeah, I think gaming is a very important part of. It's because it's not globalized. Just got to do that. Gaming is a very important part of education, and it should be utilized more. And I think it's slowly happening, and it's probably happening the more teachers have an experience of gaming themselves. You need to replace one generation with the next one.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of like parents that also don't do gaming.
Yeah.
Or they do gaming, but they don't realize they're gaming. Like Candy Crush or all types of things.
Something that's really interesting that's happening in Norway right now is that our Minister of
Culture,
she's working for defining gaming as culture and putting it into official stating it as a part of culture, which takes it away, which gives it equal rights to other pieces of culture, which means that it can have grants for having events and things like that, and it also be put on a level playing field with other pieces of culture, such as music or sports.
Which it should be.
Which it absolutely should be, and that's really interesting. And I think it also will find its way into school much more easily when it has this qualification.
Because gamification actually does work.
Yeah.
And it motivates a lot of children here in Norway to read, especially those that never would have even touched a book or have dyslexia or, have just like general problems reading. They love it because of the fact they get some form of reward, just from points, just from like trophies. It's something that, they're getting rewarded for it. And it's great because it motivates you to do it more and more. Yeah,
and when you get these letters back from parents who are like, my child had never picked up a book in my life, but now I find him every hour of the day or like every evening he's reading instead of sitting, for example, playing or watching TV, doing, which I think, help you expand your horizons to have more interest. I think, gaming is important, but it's great for you to read as well. Which will help you improve every area of your life.
And you've been reading a lot more as well.
Yes.
Krista is dyslexic, so...
And a terrible reader.
But you've been improving.
I have working hard on it.
Yeah.
Really enjoying my books now.
Because I think it's important to find the books that you enjoy, the same as like you have certain games you enjoy genres for, it's the same with books. And there's quite a lot of people that, especially like children that get told that reading a comic or, a manga or, some picture book isn't, good enough for them, and actually it is good because they're still reading, they're still learning,
and it helps them kickstart the the enjoyment of reading.
I suggest the Witcher books, they're amazing. I have read them all and I totally agree with you.
She has
I am
read everything.
Bit of a lore buff.
You read the fan translations and and you watched the Polish TV series with English subtitles.
Yes.
And played all the Witcher games.
But I've also done that also with World of Warcraft. I read all of the books and read all of the comics, and I've pretty much read everything.
I was about to look for the book, but we're currently borrowing it out to a friend, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Seaman has our book, Witcher book, because I haven't read it.
No, you haven't, and I told you should read it.
I should read it, back again. But we gotta get back our book.
As the new Witcher series is coming out at the end of this year.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm reading World of Warcraft lore, or books. They're really good. The ones written by Ellen Goldin.
No, Christine Goldin.
Christine, sorry. Christine Goldin,
yeah. Just spent 20 minutes wondering why I can't call another function from a different script, realizing I never set it to public. Yep.
Well, did you check your console log? Usually it tells you that this function is no longer not accessible due to...
That's the thing. Sometimes I don't read it. I'm like, it's an error. I'll go back, and I don't read what it is. So
at least with C# it's really good at that. It tells you
it is.
You can't access this function because it's not public.
So if you don't know, just read the console better, because I make the mistake every time. I'm just like, okay, I got to try and fix up something, and then I just...
Yeah. So this script you're working on right now is a hot mess. Yeah,
because we've got here the player move. We're freezing the player. That's what I'm thinking. I just wanted to pass it past you.
Yeah, all right.
Because we have the world but not the player anymore.
But we actually should have replaced there is the set active thing, but you can just copy from where we have an awake there. There, world set active.
Yeah.
Just put that into start cutscene section and then into the stop cutscene section.
And then put it to...
Yeah, that'll be false, yeah.
Yeah.
And the one below we paste it as well and set it to true.
Stop conversation would be true, yeah.
Yeah.
But then is talking that we don't need, surely.
I
is
think
talking
we
used
do
for?
because if you look at what this token is used, I think it's for the animation part, isn't it?
Let's have a look here. Is talking false? That was for seeing if we were going to start the conversation or not. To check if he wasn't already talking.
It's for interact button, isn't it? Is that the only thing? Yeah, that's the only thing.
So, yeah. Do we need... No, I don't think we need that then.
Yeah.
Because the other one was checking if we should start the conversation, but this is obviously going to already start from the beginning.
Hello, Eric Awesome. Eric Awesome. It's awesome. That's what I hear. Eric Awesome.
Recommend the general dev to use breakpoints.
Yeah, that's a good tip. I'm really terrible at using breakpoints because we're not used to working in C# yet. And like, for example, the type of development we don't have breakpoints in. You can if you set it up rightly, but we don't have it really in our setups.
And I keep clicking it accidentally, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so
use it.
Saroshi says also hi.
Hello.
Hi guys, awesome that you're joining our little stream on our Sunday work session.
Sunday work session.
We're doing terrible with our little cutscene. Well, maybe not so terrible. We're progressing. So yeah, I think you have this all right here. One thing I noticed that we should... Well, let's leave that for later. Okay, so...
But I've seen that there's a speech length, and I'm wondering where on earth that was...
Well, obviously, that's that serialized field on the top there.
Oh, yeah, it was a serialized... Yes, okay.
Because obviously here would be shots or something. Because then...
But should we have it in a serialized field again?
Yeah.
Because that we did it was all the conversation was in there, you know? Excuse me. Thank you.
And I'm wondering if you like need a custom type where you can plug in animations and text. This is gonna get tricky. I'm not familiar enough.
Because I know with animations you can...
How do you pronounce it? Saroshi? I just went straight forward. I don't know.
Saroshi.
Zao.
I'll just go Zao.
Zao?
I love the emoji.
Yeah, I mean, pronouncing names on Twitch is always interesting, to say the least.
Interesting.
Yes.
Nice save.
Yeah, I don't know which one was correct.
Krister's normally the best at pronouncing all of the names on Twitch, so I normally leave him to it because he's amazing.
My dyslexia helping me. I just see half the characters and just go through the word.
But we could, in a way, use the serialized field to drop in the animation. Yes?
I think...
That's probably the best, because, I mean, there's not going to be... We already said we were going to do the animation in a particular way.
Mm-hmm.
That we were going to do all in one shot.
Mm-hmm.
So that should work.
Yeah.
Yep. All good?
Yeah, but I think it should be an array, one for each shot, right? So you can play the different animation.
Thank you for the follow!
Oh, thanks for the follow, man.
Zao, yeah.
Saroshi. Everyone gets a special name here. I did a thing.
What thing did you do?
He did the follow thing.
Did it follow thing?
Or did he do some other thing?
I don't know. Did you do another thing?
Yeah.
He's going to tell us how to pronounce his name.
No. He's called Saroshi. Right.
Yeah, so, we were going to do this. What do you call it on top? You call it the parameters. Params. Oops.
So I have this habit. I don't know if it's a good habit yet or not, because we haven't worked long enough with game dev, where every script usually have 3 different things. It has parameters, things that change from input from the game engine, etc. State and references, because I notice it becomes a lot of references to different things, so you can point around to different things, obviously. But you also have like the state of the script itself, which is usually things, variables that don't affect the outside world, but just contained. So usually structure those 3 like that on the top of the class.
I might tell you if you ever show up on Julia's Discord, but now let's stay with Zao.
Yes, we will hang out on Julia's Discord. And that'll be nice to hear the proper pronunciation.
Yes.
But in the meantime, we go with Sao.
So,
What are you trying to do? We're trying to make an introductory cutscene script.
yes, Mr. Pips.
And we are going to throw in some speech, which is now going to be called shots. Well, maybe we should call it text.
I think it could be maybe shot text is what I was trying to type out. But I didn't know whether that was too lengthy. Shot text sounds best.
Okay, go
We're
with
gonna
shot
go with
text.
shot text.
Yeah.
Then I need to find where.
And then I should think the other one should be called shot animation or shot ani.
Shotani?
That's
what I heard. Shotani.
We're trying to take over the world. Yeah, Spoonie.
With Mr. Pips, yes.
Yeah, and Dogcam, obviously. I hear Winky like
she is
snoring in the background.
She is snoring.
Yeah.
Like if our microphone is that good that you can hear the snoring, that's good.
Yeah.
There was somebody who wanted what's it called? An app with Winky snoring.
Oh, yeah, that was requested was 2 weeks ago.
3-4 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. It's the first step in an overcomplicated domino effect, yes, of taking over the world, was it?
Yeah.
You should get a dog mic. We actually do have a mic on that webcam over there.
Yeah, but the problem is the fact that she snores so much, you might not be able to hear what we're saying anymore. So it depends what you want. Would you like to hear us, or would you like to hear
the dog ASMR? Yeah, ASMR. That is that what this stream would be all about then. That'd be good. Should we give them a dog treat?
We should give them a dog treat.
Yeah.
It's in the bottom right.
Should I use those?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Morris takes an hour to eat it, and Winky takes 4 hours to eat it.
Yeah.
Morris, where are you? Where is he?
Shouldn't I divide it in 2 or something? Or should... It's way too long for her. Or I can just do this. Oh, it divides.
The device.
Oh.
Look at that little tail. That little tail is excited.
I'll get Maurice's one as well.
Yeah. You can have a long one.
Oh, yeah.
No. You can't leave Winky alone.
Well, it's fine. Yeah, we have a very eager chi. Uh-huh. Yeah, I love your chewing sticks. Oh, wait. Sit. Good luck. Yeah, good boy. Uh-huh.
There you go. Where's Dick?
Good boy.
There you go. He's checking out. There's a camera. It's like, yeah, there you go. Is he eating it, or is he just? Yeah, he's nibbling it.
He's getting into it.
Yeah. What genre is our game? Yes, it's, what did you call it, Aaron Krister? A
Story Explorer.
Story Explorer. But you also call it a forest simulator, which is not that.
I'm not sure if it quite qualifies as forest simulator.
No, it doesn't.
Nah. Okay, we're happy now. Yeah, the dogs seem happy.
The dogs seem happy.
That's good.
It's like those bird feeders cams on Twitch.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love watching those animal streams. They're great.
You were watching it for hours one day.
Yeah, I mean, just have a bit of animal life going on my desktop.
Yeah.
Watching sheeps and chickens. Great being on Twitch.
Right, for consistency, I just realised we've got shot index, but shouldn't we be calling it shot text index?
No, because
No? Okay.
this index will refer to both of them.
Yeah, that makes
I'm
a lot of sense.
thinking that if there's no animation, there will be, like, if you... Let's just pseudocode it, there's no pseudo, where we do be like null, because there's no animation on the first one. Ani here, null.
Annie? So animation.
Yeah, like, you know...
Yeah.
Because you're gonna... This is serialized.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So it will be like no animation on the first one. Second one will have an animation. Third one might not have an animation, etc.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Then this one refers to the index of both of them. And they're kind of in sync with each other.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking anyway. And we can just have a quick look here now. Well, we maybe didn't save. Nope, not saved. Should probably hit save.
What is everybody up to, by the way? Share us what you're up to and
how you doing?
How you doing and what tea or coffee you're drinking or
yeah.
We have an obsession with tea here.
We just finished our tea.
Just finished our tea.
We're over on water now.
No. Yeah. So
Morris likes to join the dog cam when he gets treats. Then he's into it.
Then he's into it.
Yeah. Finish up my IRL work.
In real life work. Just get Unity working on its laptop. Yay!
Awesome, man. Good. You're out of the spaghetti bolognese Italian restaurant of source code you were telling us about earlier. So get
You're going to start a new language with that name now.
Yes, Italian JavaScript. Gonna read an article on Gamma Sutra. Yeah, that's a good resource, that is. Honest is actual nightmare. Well, that's what you get for working with a lot of people on the same source code. It can be quite challenging, I can imagine.
Oh, doggy pair programming. Well, the dogs are not really pair programming.
Well, yeah,
now.
they are.
They're being our social media managers.
Yeah.
And HR managers.
Yep. Hi, I don't think we've seen the name. Fogsight.
Hello, Fogsight.
Nice to have you here.
Hello.
Welcome.
I am trying to find out where this serialized field is supposed to be, but
it's on the canvas.
It's on the canvas. Okay. Well, why don't I see it? Am I blind?
It's supposed to be right where your cursor is, which is behind the dog cam, so nobody else sees it anyway. But yeah, it's definitely
it's supposed not.
But is there a syntax error?
There's probably something.
Yeah, you can see is lettering.
Is lettering does not exist. Yeah. Okay. So that's why
we need to create that because that means it's animating the letters.
Yes, that is true.
So that's a Boolean state.
Bool is lettering.
This was happening when you copy paste code and you just bring half of it over and lots of
and then
stray
we
variables.
Set that to false first, and then it will set to true and everything afterwards. So now it should work.
Maybe. Yes.
Shot text and shot animation.
So yeah, again, it's behind the camera, but we have some arrays that we can populate. Should we put it to size 2? Both of them?
I think so.
No, you do it there.
Oh, you want to do it here? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's the only other way to do it.
Oh, I thought you could set the initial one in code and then...
Yeah, and then you put fill an element 0 and 1 there just with some funny text.
Blah.
Come on.
Okay.
You can do better than this.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
There you go. See, I got that. That's the text.
That's awesome, Claire.
Awesome sauce. And this is supposed to be a selecty field.
Yeah. What type did we set that to?
I don't think we set it to a type.
Well, we obviously did set to a type, but it's string. It's supposed to be animations. Yeah.
Animation, yeah.
I think if it's not animation clip, well, we'll figure that out later.
What is the options? Animation.
I think it might be clip, but I'm not sure enough yet about how this will work.
We'll just go with animate then. Animation.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so now we can drag in it.
We will fix it later if we find it's the wrong one.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
So then if we press play now, then I'll come up with my awesome text now.
No, we don't actually... I don't know if people saw that. It's like Pip's like...
Well, the world disappeared.
That's... You know why that happened?
Why?
Because we disabled the world.
Yeah.
But Pips is not in the world. So yeah, we should probably have a play reference.
We should. I had to remove that specific. R.I.P. Pips. He's now become Strawberry Jam. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would be Strawberry Jam, wouldn't it?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, we do need the play reference.
We do need the play reference.
Unless we want to throw him into the world, and in the world have some sub things called like environment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's maybe better than making more references.
Yeah, probably. So we can do it.
Okay. Taking charge here. So I'm thinking in the world.
You want to drop Mr. Pips in there?
I want to, yes. But first, I want to create... What did I just do?
You selected children.
Oh, I meant to create MC. Okay. Type environment. Because I can't spell it.
There you go.
Right. Now drop everything except the terrain group because I don't want that in there. So then we maybe could put like characters and organize things a little bit.
So environment there?
Yes.
Oh, it's probably because of the fact I had them open.
That might be related. I think you might need to reselect it.
Yeah, I probably do. But I close them all down first. Whoops. That worked now. Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Now we control Pips in the world without losing him in the hot mess of the environment.
There you go. So now if we press play, then he shouldn't just become a strawberry jam. He just disappeared. Display 1, no cameras rendering.
Yeah, you know why?
No render. Because,
because the camera is on the player, which is what it shouldn't be. I don't think we should have the camera on the player, because if you're using Cinemachine, and like we talked about earlier, but it has like this smooth follow and stuff like that, the camera should just be in the root maybe.
Yeah.
So I think we can just...
comment this one part. No, wait.
No, it's nothing to do in the code. Unity doesn't bring my C# project files in the collab. Furious! I've been trying the Unity collab feature as well, and if you can see it up here, it's currently like orange because we gave up using it. We're using just a regular GitHub for desktop with it instead.
I don't feel it's quite optimized enough in comparison to Git.
Well, I think they both suffer. So yeah, this is just using Git for desktop to sync our project because we're working on different machines and working together. And
it's good to have version control. Yeah, always good to have version control.
For the game testers out there who don't use version control, get Git going and Git going. Yes, use Git.
Git is pretty much perfect.
Yeah. Only thing obviously with Git is that if you have two changes on or merge conflict on a scene, Unity will hate you, and be careful when merge conflicts with a scene. But the collab feature has the same problem.
So it doesn't really make a difference. And also the collab has like a particular amount of space.
Oh, Julia is now following.
Thank you for the follow, Julia.
Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us as well.
Yeah.
Yes. That's awesome.
With the collab, it also has like, less space as well. So we were like, well, we'll just go with Git.
What's up, says Julia. Suppo. We're doing good. As you can see, Dogcam is currently quite busy. They got their treats.
Busy. Yeah, they got their treats.
But Mr. Pips is in healthy shape.
Yep.
We're feeding him well.
Thank you for the follow, Fogsite.
Yeah, thanks for the follow, man. Nice. We're soon getting to our affiliate status.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
We're on the path.
Yeah, you've almost hit 50 followers. Yeah, Jackie, thank you.
We just need to... I'm going to be streaming probably twice a week where I do a stream with Carrots from Heaven.
Yep.
I haven't decided which day to do that yet, but probably like during the weekday in the evening, but it'll be, Central European time.
So that morning?
I'll figure out what time. But then we'll always do the 4 o'clock stream, but we need to have more streams to get to the affiliate.
We do, yeah.
So we're working on that.
Thank you for the follow, Chris Rogers UK. Yes. Are you from the UK?
Chris Rogers must be.
Oh, you're our 50th follower.
Woo! We hit 50!
Yeah!
I didn't expect that. Awesome. No, that was not the plan for today's stream. That's awesome. Great. Thanks for the...
Yeah, thank you everyone for the follow and for joining us.
Yeah.
In our noobish endeavors.
Awesome. I am indeed. Yeah, he's from the UK.
Yeah.
Where in the UK you're from?
Yeah.
Because, it's the UK. It could definitely be from Wales. I'm betting Wales.
If you're from Wales. From Wales, yeah.
Otherwise you'd be like Chris Rogers, England.
Oh, and Rock Melder is also from the UK. Okay, everybody, where are you from? Just tell us, in the UK. Where are you from?
Mad presence. Awesome. Yeah.
Chris Rogers is from my hometown!
Yeah, awesome. But you know what? We need to celebrate this.
We need to celebrate it. What? I don't understand. Oh, you finding your t-shirt?
Yeah.
Are you finding...
We're celebrating. See? Got my Cardiff shirt on.
Cardiff. He's representing.
Represent, man.
Yeah.
We enjoy our summer holiday in Cardiff every summer for like 10 days or something
10 days, yeah.
to visit Claire's family. They live there up in Penarth.
Jackie is in London. Hello, Jackie.
All right. Hi, Jackie.
So we got a Londoner. We got a Cardiffian.
Yeah, Cardiffian.
We're going to go with that.
Yeah.
I'm from Walsall. Live in Blackpool, though. Live in Wrexham for a bit. Pretty nice. And
thanks for the follow, Cyanlux.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's really cool to see we have so many from the UK hanging out here with us. I guess it's a good time zone for you guys.
Yeah, actually, yeah. They'll probably be about 4:40 right now.
Yeah. So, Central Poland. Hi, nice. That's awesome.
Oh, we got so many people today. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lively here.
Slowly, yeah.
But
We've got Poland, we've got 3 people from the UK. We know Julia's living in India.
Yeah, Julia's in India. So.
And where's everybody else from?
And thanks for the follow.
Wise Coder.
The
Wise Coder.
Yeah. Yee.
And Cyanolux is also from the UK. That's 4 people, yeah.
And Seattle. Wow.
Seattle. Oh,
all the way from the US.
And Spoony. Well, yeah. Spoony we knew from the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, we have so many people today. We love people. We love meeting new people too.
Yeah.
And the dogs also do. They're very friendly today, as you might already notice.
Well, that's why it has special reward.
We reached 50, you know, and they got...
Yeah,
we got reward, yeah.
Double celebration.
Thank you for the follow, Manga Allo. Hello?
Mangalo.
Mangalo. You're better at this. I don't know why I do it. We were supposed to be coding.
Yeah, we were supposed to be coding, but you know, things happen. So we were... we are now reorganized. So the player is inside the world.
Yes.
And when we disable the world, he will be also turned off. But we had a problem with the fact that his camera is inside of there. So we
were going to go into Unity, because that's why I had it open.
Yeah, and in Pip's part there.
Pips.
I think you need to, like...
We had the camera pivot.
Yeah, that needs to be, like, read on in a different way, so that's going to be funny. Yeah. Let's try not to worry about it too much.
What's ball, by the way?
Oh, that's his visualization.
Yeah, so what was that icon?
That's probably due to the Cinemachine brain script. Yeah. Ooh. So that needs to be moved out of Pips. But I think in order to do that, we need to like unprefab him, unpack him.
Oh, I don't like doing that.
I'll just do it. That's fine.
Okay. So unpack prefab completely.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I made that mistake yesterday.
Yeah, you.
Prefabbing, so no.
Yeah, it can go badly sometimes if you. Get
and then we need to move.
Just take that one out, I think. But we should probably. No, I don't think it matters whatever this is.
Just move the main camera out of the pivot? No.
Actually thinking maybe what we need to do is here and then create a new virtual camera or something. No, it doesn't have it there. So Cinemachine, create virtual camera, and then we need to throw that into him.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to close everything else up. No.
Like that. Anyway.
Whoever came up with unpack and pack needs to not be in charge of naming. I agree. But Spoony, you're great at naming, so maybe you should be the one in charge of it.
Yeah, it is pretty confusing, but you get the hang of it after a little while.
Yeah, but I ruined my prefabs yesterday in my other project, and I nearly cried.
Took an hour to fix, didn't it?
Yeah, I was like, I just have no idea what I've done, and I couldn't undo, and Unity crashed on me.
That's a bad bundle.
It was a bad bundle.
Yeah.
And Krista was wrestling. I was like, I can't have Krista to help me.
So, I'm just trying to figure out this camera placement here. I don't think it matters too much what's going on here, but it's supposed to be behind him and looking down at him. Whoa.
What's on?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get the camera-ish into place and then...
behind him, yeah. I don't know what you're doing.
0.
I think you're tumbling him.
Do 3 minus 4. I'm just like trying to write a round of numbers. He's supposed to be 0 probably there? No. I'm looking a bit down at him.
Yeah.
Holy
my.
Yeah, 23. Ah, that's fine. No Y rotation and no C rotation. Yeah, that looks better. And why are we scaling it?
I don't know.
So there we go. Apply all.
I thought we removed, unpacked him.
Yeah, I just repacked him.
Yeah, okay.
I just drew him back onto the prefab.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So now you put the main camera up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then I think that's how Cinemachine works, is by having... It takes control of the main camera and then uses virtual camera locations.
Okay.
So what's going to happen right now, I have no idea.
There, we still have an error, but at least something came up here.
Setting for anti-aliasing?
Set an anti-aliasing of already created render texture is not supported.
Double click it. I have no idea what this is.
I have no idea what is that.
But it's been thrown multiple times.
Yeah, 978
Let's
times.
not worry about it. It's not a bug in our code.
Okay. It's Unity's engine GUI utility.
Exactly. We'll figure it out at one point. Right, so that's throwing an error.
Yes. In the conversation script.
Because if you think about it, if this runs on awake and the world is
Disabled.
No, wait a second. It's not that. Think about it.
Wait a second.
It's this. Let me stop the game. It can't find conversation here because that's disabled. So that needs to be enabled.
Enabled. Oh yeah, sorry, it's because I did that earlier, didn't I?
Yeah, it was just like a temporary measure, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I guess that after it got the reference, it should turn it off. Which should happen at start, shouldn't it? If you can make it as void start and then turn it off.
I do that every time.
If you're having trouble with sprites being blurry in filter mode, change billionaire to point no filter. Yeah, I guess so. But I don't think we're using any 2D things like that.
No, I don't.
So that's why I'm not sure what that anti-aliasing is referring to.
Oh, is it maybe the background? For the, I think I have to show you.
Yeah, no idea what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what just happened. This backgroundy thingy, could it be that?
Well, potentially, but let's not worry about it.
No, okay. I'm just gonna go back for now.
Yeah.
Let's go here. Yeah, we were on start. You said to move the
The UI parent is supposed to be turned off when enabled or on start. So we turn off that menu.
So.
Dot set active.
Do we have set active?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
I do dot game object and set active. Making progress.
And it's just like that function, isn't it? And is it false?
Yeah.
There you go.
Right. So now we have that menu out of the way. And I think we can potentially start the game and see what happens.
Well, that seems a bit more promising.
Yeah. Perfect.
No.
No errors and nothing happens.
And nothing happens.
Well, but I think that's correct if you think about it.
Because we haven't enabled.
We haven't told it what to do when you start. So you're in the wrong script.
Oh, shoot. I almost started. Yeah, because we only put the awake here so far.
Yeah. And so far we disabled the world, which is not supposed to happen. We're supposed to start cutscene, aren't we?
Yes.
Because I think, if I remember correctly, we set the world here to false.
Yeah.
So we don't need it here, but we're supposed to call this function to start the first cutscene.
That would be correct.
I'm thinking. So
no errors, ship it. Yep.
Ship it.
Yep.
Very good.
A very good game.
Yeah. Top quality experience. Full of assets and stuff, but when you launch it, it's just like
doesn't do it.
Blank screen.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, that's fine.
But to be honest, I had no clue what's going to happen at this point. You can also patch the rest up. Yeah, 500 gigabyte download. But we'll do it as a DLC.
Yeah, DLC.
You'll get the rest of the game. Just give me a little bit more money first.
No, Krister, no.
Well, then you can be stuck with your silly blank game. But what happened when you hit play?
It didn't work. It didn't show anything. Every loot box gives you a random bug breaks.
Oh, that's a good game experience. Yeah.
Spoony, you have come up with a brilliant game already.
Yeah.
Great game idea. You should try it out.
They're working so hard and valiantly on those tuning sticks.
This is Krister's distraction. This is why they're the social media managers and the HR managers in Snuti HQ, is because they're distracting us.
Yeah. Well, I think, we're closing in on the 2-hour mark of our stream.
Oh, yeah, okay,
it's usually when our heads go, whoa, what are we doing?
So, what is everybody up to? Let us know what you're up to, because Krister's head is going, wee!
Yeah, well, I feel fine, though. I mean, a little bit distracted and tired. But we had a good work session, though. And
is what you would qualify as maybe having a tea break.
Yeah.
But I don't want to put the cat on because it's really loud.
As you say in Swedish, or, MPJ, he is a really cool YouTuber and streamer.
Yeah.
He fika break.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody is into JavaScript, they should check out MPJ. He's a really cool JavaScript developer who YouTubes and stream.
Initial release free, £40 for DLC version content. Yes.
See, this guy understands us.
Making it easy. Tea sounds good. I'm gonna get some. Yes. And then you have to tell us which type of tea you're having because we are very much loving our tea here.
He's having Tesco value. We're not into Tesco value.
No, but to be honest, no, we did buy some like 15 boxes of Tesco value.
We had 800 bags with
800
us
bags.
to Norway when we first moved there.
Yeah.
We drank them all like in a year. 800
I mean, it was
bags.
10p for the box.
Yeah.
I mean, and over here it costs so much for tea. It's sad. So weird that the word loot box triggered a bit of dopamine to be released.
That's the thing though with gamification. You get these habits and like it creates this dopamine with unexpected areas. And yeah, loot box.
Yep.
Loot box.
Did you say loot box?
Yeah.
Wisecoder is currently setting up a website for my game dev stuff, so just going through and tweaking a Gatsby site. Ooh, that is neat.
Gatsby's
That is
pretty
pretty cool.
I haven't tried much myself, but I've been reading up on it and I've seen people use it.
Yeah.
Gatsby is nice tech.
You have to send us your website afterwards so we can see it. Once it's
Yeah, I
finished.
mean, people, please share your links if
Yeah.
you're working on things. I'd love to see what you're up to.
Follow you, etc.
Yeah.
Tesco's Everyday Value DLC. Yep.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Does it come with strawberries and tea?
No, strawberries and cream.
Ah, there we
And
go.
tea.
Gatsby is a framework for making websites, if I'm correct, and I think they are a variation or use React in a special way to either make it headless. Well, I shouldn't say. It's too long since I read on it, but yeah, it's cool.
Wisecoder can maybe elaborate a bit more.
I'm coding after I'm taking a break, been coding too many hours today. Yeah, that's what's happening to us right now. We've been here for almost 2 hours coding. Head gets spinny.
Oh no, Jackie has run out of milk and it's the end of the world. Right, anybody on the stream care to donate some milk to Jackie? Because she needs milk.
Well, maybe Julia can go and get some cows from the neighborhood. It's so cool in India.
It was very cool in India. We enjoyed ourselves in India.
Yeah, I love how the animals are roaming around and enjoying the urban wilderness.
Yep, there was good food there.
It's basically a static site generator rather than a dynamic calculating things. So it compiles into a set of static things, so it's really efficient and fast. Yeah, Gatsby makes your website very fast because it's static in that way. 2019, where JS can dynamically create static HTML for you. Yep, exactly. Or like we could do back in the 90s as well.
The local cows are my favorite. Aww,
yeah, I love that you shared a picture of goats on the Discord. That was great. I really enjoy seeing the bit of local
flora and fauna.
Exactly. Yeah.
I made a website for my game design company, but it's got nothing on it and not very good. Oh.
Well, you
need to add stuff to it.
It's a starting point, and now it's easier for you to add things in the future.
Yes.
Just like we made a new Twitch layout today. As I don't know if people have been here previously, or Spoonie probably recognized. That's up there. We thought we wanted the console log, which often come in the bottom right corner, to be visible for people watching the stream. So yeah, that's new.
That's new, yeah.
Yeah, and once we get the affiliate, we need to expand on it because we can't just have last follower up there.
No, I can't. I like the last follower, and I like our little whale.
Yeah, so it's like often very important with things you work on, like Jackie, that you just do the first step and then take the next step later.
And you iterate on it and you see what works.
Celebrate your first step.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we've
Celebrate the small wins.
Yes. It's so easy to it's not good enough yet. Been coding too long, I've actually coded the same function 3 times, not realizing. It's okay, man.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We feel you.
You have so much stuff to do for your affiliates. I need to check your Twitch now. Have you achieved affiliate yet?
Yeah, she has achieved affiliate.
Yeah, I thought so. I guess that you would have to set up a bit then.
/ Twitch UI.
Yeah, because that's awesome that you have reached your affiliate. That was like a month or 2 ago, I think I remember.
Yeah, because she published a video about it, and that's what inspired us to actually do Yeah,
that's true. Julia, you're some of the inspiration behind us streaming. because we were like, yeah, we need to get going. And I hope you go back into streaming again soon. I understand that your life situation is moving about, but that's the challenge of life in general. You just gotta fit it in where it goes.
Yeah.
And find a rhythm that works for you.
Yeah, that's the most important.
Yeah, but I also think like such a basic setup, like you have the laptop with you, it works. It's really nice. You don't need to have something so complicated, and we have dog cam.
Yeah. Oh, you could have a cow cam.
Moo. Yeah. But
it's fun. I hope to start up when I can. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
But now that we're doing the 100 days of game jam, starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we got to do this, and we really want to actually manage to do the streak.
Yes,
with a little bit every day.
Yeah.
My
health's been a bit poor, so it's been a struggle to do it, but I'm gonna get Gavin and get going and do it.
Yeah, it's like that, you know, when your health is just like not working out. You can look healthy on the outside, but it doesn't always work that way. So you but if you manage to do like 30 minutes or an hour.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So then you're progressing.
Hey folks. Is it like everybody posting stuff every day? Yeah, it's like, doesn't necessarily need to post things every day, but more like you can do marketing for your game. You can publish like devlogs, you can write about what you've been up to, and there was some other criteria as well. You can't play games though, that's not... That's
but it changed the plan that you don't have to streak every day. You can take breaks and continue your streak tomorrow. And now Moritz is finished.
Currently leaving, yes.
Well, yeah. Hi, Cravens. Hey, folks. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining our stream.
Yes.
We have obviously taken a pause from our game dev.
Yeah. Well, because I was trying to show you that this is broken, and yeah.
Yeah, bottom left is our game view, currently playing blank screen.
Yeah.
So that's going.
Chris says, yeah, when I hit affiliate, I upgraded to a few extra monitors. Much easier. Now it's a 5-year road partner. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
It probably will take a long time.
Yeah.
We're not... we're progressing towards our affiliate. At least that's not too hard. It takes you a couple of months to get it done.
Yeah. Having extra monitors is definitely helpful.
Yeah. And what you don't realize, for example, the monitor we're on right now is an ultra wide. So we have a bit of extra space on the left side of the screen, which is really handy, as well as 2 monitors.
Which has all of your desktop of all games you're currently playing.
No. Well, of course we gotta play some games.
We gotta play some games.
Yeah.
Gotta learn how to make games by playing games.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's not.
Right.
But yeah, so we did do this, and it didn't come up with anything, and it's not enabling it.
That might be related.
Yes.
Okay, that's actually a good observation.
Yes, I got good observation. Kudos.
So it says that start cutscene.
But I guess here it's not a world set active false. Yes, that's correct.
I think
it's not. Is it doing that one? Canvas cutscene. Game object set active true.
Should work. I think you should save and try again.
Okay, we're going to save and try again. If in doubt, save and just try again.
Yep.
I like your new keyboard, Krister.
It's really nice. My last keyboard was an Apple keyboard, and it just died. Or it was like 5 keys.
It was 3 keys, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like M, J, and U, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That broke, and Krista couldn't write anything.
Suddenly my language got all funny.
Yeah.
Hey Julia, awesome setup for the Discord and great idea. Yeah, absolutely great idea. Looking forward to getting started again. Been busy doing stuff lately, and gives me some motivation to take a moment from real life and work on dev. And that's exactly our goal with it as well. And also to, you know, bond with other people, because it's so much more fun when doing it together and seeing inspiration and also get feedback. It's so valuable because you get tied up in this bubble of working on your own game.
Yeah, no, the community is really, really good.
Yeah.
So I really like it. And sometimes it's hard to find the same people doing the same stuff. You know, the same game dev, you know, other than just looking at screenshots Saturday and some stuff on Twitter. So I think it's really, really nice.
Like Rock Melter pointing out, if you don't have multiple screens, you have multiple desktops, virtual desktops.
That is true.
And you have that on both Mac and Windows, which is really handy.
Oh, I really liked when Windows 10 added that. I was like, oh.
I mean, finally I could feel like it switched from Linux to Windows.
What keyboard do you have now? He has the Logitech Craft one, which has a little twirly dongly thingy.
So it's this keyboard. It's one reason I get it is because it's quite quiet. Like unlike a mechanical keyboard, it has this cool crown. And when I turn that crown up here, it switches desktop. So yeah, talking about virtual desktop switching, this one would switch my desktops. I'm not going to do it now because I'm not sure what's on my different desktops.
I don't think you have anything on it. It's
no, I just restarted it. I can probably demo it then. Nope. No, doesn't want to do it. I think it disabled probably during the stream.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, it's a really neat keyboard. I got it on discount. So that was a good deal for me. Because I want the quiet one when you're streaming.
Julius has been so nice even in the past like 3 to 4 days. Everybody is so nice and awesome. Oh.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, thank you for making the community, Julia.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
And it's been really fun seeing the response and how well it's been working. And that's very encouraging to see when things work.
Yep.
And I think it's genius takes in there.
Yeah, and seeing other people's process for making their games is really, really neat.
Yeah, and it was a great idea with the channel for posting pictures of yourself.
Yeah.
What's it called again, the channel?
Show yourself? No.
I have it open. I think.
It's above there.
Yes.
Show your face.
Show your face was a genius idea because it's so much easier to remember people when you have a face connected with it. So very smart.
Positive community breeds positivity. Yes. Cameron Dean's no. Show your face. Yeah.
I'm really glad to have found this community since I'm about to quit my job and move overseas. One of my biggest concerns is around meeting people. So at least I have a little bit of social connection with other people on channels. And yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And also, you know, when it comes to real life, especially us running a business, I connect so much better with people online who are in a similar industry to me than often people I meet or know around here. Because they, you know, people who work a job often don't quite understand what it's like to run a business.
Yeah.
And
yeah. And then there's some people here having a job and also doing game dev on the side, and
then you understand. You have the entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
And that's very important.
There's not that many of our friends that understand that, unfortunately. So it's nice to have a community which is positive, and where we can learn a lot as well.
Yeah, we meet a lot of people when we walk our dogs, but you know, dog people.
Dog people.
And I'm glad we can bring our dogs into the community too. Yeah. I work 60, 70 hours a week and try to do dev. It's rough. I can imagine.
Yeah.
Show
the
your
thing
dog
is
channel. Show your dog. Well, that's what a positivity channel has become, hasn't it? On that. One thing, I mean, I can't speak much for this because I haven't really had a job.
No, you can't. You haven't really had a job.
So I'm a terrible advisor, but I would say first things first, which means to do the first thing in the morning is the most important thing for you. And if that's, for example, game development, try to fit that in before anything else happens in your day. Even though your mind is groggy, you will get into routine where actually in that groggy state is actually a bit like euphoria in a way, where your mind is very susceptible and open to impressions and actually is very creative. It's quite interesting. So when you wake up in the morning, do not open the news, do not read messages, do not get external influences because they will control you very quickly. Rather, just sit down with your cup of coffee or a cup of tea and
eat your breakfast and watch Unity courses.
That's external influences. Try to see what creative work you can do. Okay. And just do that for 30 minutes or do it for an hour. And
but learning is also a part of it. So.
Absolutely. Because it's just interesting what state your brain in. It's very suggestible in those morning hours.
I guess I'll show my face.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. I wish I could drink tea. I'm so sorry, Jackie. We shouldn't have brought it up. I'm so sorry.
Well, if you had proper loose leaf tea, you don't need milk.
Yeah, but actually the soy milk was quite nice with it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you had the Tesco Valley loose leaf. That was terrible.
No, actually it was Tesco like premium thingy that they have. Tesco Finest, that's it. And it wasn't good.
It was terrible.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
We prefer proper tea. Like tea you get in India. That is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good. Masala tea.
If I get my computer within a few minutes of waking up, I can solve problems in my code that I couldn't solve the day before. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wake up and I realize I have been dreaming about code. And yeah, every time.
Krista has solved a lot of bugs by falling asleep and then just waking up and just like, I know the answer. Just goes to his computer for 5 minutes.
I was watching Julia's latest upload on YouTube today. We were talking about she's doing meditation. And I think also your brain enters, not meditation, sorry, yoga.
Yoga.
Which is also meditation, enters a similar state. And you just get a lot of solutions thing. And you gotta try to rein yourself in a little bit. But do not discard them, obviously. Try to save them for later.
Yeah. Or like just jot down your ideas. And then... It's out of sight, out of mind.
Just added my doggo to positivity. Well, we need to go check this out now. I see
that's
Julia just uploaded a cow.
That's a big dog.
I haven't been on Discord in 2 hours.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my
That's
peppers.
such a cute puppy.
This is an awesome Discord.
Oh, there's cats. It's cats.
Yeah. So for all the people watching who have no clue what we're talking about, we are talking about Julia's Discord Game Dev Friends Club, which anybody can join who want to do game dev. And Julia, please share your links. Everybody's allowed to post links in our chat. In general, people, please post links to your Twitter, etc. We'd love to follow you and get to know you.
Yep.
So we can, get to know you better. Yes, we all got to take some time to clear our minds, clear space and solutions for coming in. And I guess yoga is very good for that. We actually use quite a bit of yoga ourselves.
Yep.
Don't have a routine for it at the moment.
No, well, we do our
exercise.
High intensity exercise. So
that does help.
I added a cow like doggo was before. Yeah. Why did we choose Unity?
We chose Unity because it's very versatile and friendly to operate with and has a lot of resources. Often we choose a tool which has a great ecosystem. So Unity has, its store and so much resources and other people using it. And that is a very valuable part of, I think, working with it.
Yeah.
So that is a lot of the reason, because we are just two people with very little resources. That helps a lot. We previously, like in 2012 and 13, we worked in Corona SDK using Lua. And for example, a part there of the text rendering didn't work. So I had to write my own text rendering to get the font working correctly. And I put like weeks of work into text rendering, and it was just like, it didn't turn out to anything. I should have been using other people's tool instead of, working on my game instead of working on text rendering.
But we learned a lesson from
it. So go to the big ecosystems, really help you save time in the future. I should read the chat. What's the Discord? Yeah, we should just...
No, Julia has linked it down below.
Yeah,
so that's no worries.
That's awesome. Here's the Discord.
reego.org is my website. Cool. I'll have to check it out. Should I check it out now?
Yeah, click on it. Go for it.
Why did it open up?
It's just taking some time. Give my computer a break.
Give my computer a break.
I'm the Unreal guy. Well, Unreal is also a great ecosystem. I think, like, actually. Unity and Unreal stands as equals. They have different benefits and pros and cons with them.
We haven't touched Unreal, but I remember lots of our friends in... Why am I not able
University.
University.
I wonder if the keyboard died or something.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's actually not connected or something. I think my computer decided to...
Disconnect it, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's why I wasn't able to...
keyboard right now.
Yeah. Oops.
That's great. Yeah.
Well, I was saying we had a lot of friends that were doing Unreal in university. But
Chris Rogers says, breaks are a must in coding. If you don't have a break, you won't succeed. The amount of times I coded debugging error for 5 hours, walk for 5 minutes and come back to it and solve it is insane. And yes, when you've been doing this for, I guess, 10 years now, that is very often the case. Just getting a new perspective is what helps you, and taking some distance from what you're working on. You think about the solution that was simple. Other good thing is to try to explain the problem to someone, who doesn't code. Well, she's my rubber ducky.
That sounded so dodgy.
Well, that's what it's called in coding.
Yeah, I know, but still that sounded so dodgy. Even though I know the term rubber ducky.
I remember that we used to go for dog. We always walk the dogs together.
Yeah.
And that's like our family trip. I mean, we do that every dog trip we walk together, and that's how we talk and converse and use that like as our meeting time. So it's always business in Snuti HQ, isn't it?
Business, yeah.
But we often then talk about coding issues and then use Rubber Ducky with ourselves. The keyboard is not
computer is just not wanted to connect.
No, it's through this, I think.
Okay.
Let's see if that did the trick. It's probably also maybe in the notifications on the side here. Docker's running Snuti HQ Slack. Nope, nothing there.
Now, actually.
Maybe it works. Nope, keyboard is dead. Great,
keyboard
I really recommend the keyboard. Always
I
great.
think it's just that it's just disconnected somehow, and I don't know how to fix it.
Probably Windows' fault. The keyboard has not had any of this issue previously. It's just like when I bought the Canon 250D.
I know, yeah.
It
broke within a month.
Broke within a month. Just like doesn't turn on anymore.
Yep.
And I had to give it back to the shop. And it's a great camera. Canon cameras are awesome. We use them loads. Anyway, what's going on there?
Thank you for the follow.
Oh, yeah.
Chance Maker Live.
Thanks for the follow, man. Really nice having you here. It's the worst website, says Jackie Bounty. Well, you just opened it.
I did open it, yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good start.
Yep.
It's a bit empty at the moment. But
it's a good starting point, and that's what's important.
Yes.
Got a starting point.
And you have a privacy policy. That is really good.
That's also very important.
All websites should have a privacy policy these days with GDPR and everything.
Yep.
So, yeah. I am Feels. Hey, that's my cousin.
Yes, we now have 24 viewers now.
Thanks for dropping by, Daniel. I'm gonna come and play with you a little bit later. But for the time being, we're having a good chat here because our heads went all dizzy, so we didn't manage to do anything.
And then our keyboard just disconnected, so...
The keyboard still doesn't work.
It doesn't want to work.
My amazing new keyboard is dead.
I think if I can't even go into Logitech even. So,
let's not try to fix it.
No, we're not going to fix it. We just have to end it.
We can't do any more coding now because of technical difficulties, but we just have to chat with people.
Yeah. That's always a good
I like asking about that because they pretty much every time I get different answer and none of them are wrong, but always different. What was the question again? Which game engine do you use?
Yeah.
I think it's a really interesting discussion as well. And I also really like the smaller game engines, such as, Love 2D.
Yeah.
Which everything is written in Lua.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fun to work with those. It just depends on what you're trying to achieve, really.
Yeah.
And for us, we're trying to get really comfortable and familiar with, for example, Unity, which is why our goal is to make lots of small games, have this game finished within 1 to 2 months. You are not allowed to riot, Feels. And you're not getting mod status. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I don't trust you.
But Winky will get mod status.
Yeah.
She's really going at that little stick.
I need to move the dog camp.
Cool to listen to you guys. Good luck. Got to get back to the birthday celebrations. Yeah, happy birthday, Feels.
Oh yeah, he had birthday on Friday, but he had birthday celebration today. Thanks you for dropping by.
Yeah, very nice to see you.
So have a good one and say hi to the birthday party from Snuti.
The birthday party. Yeah.
Yes.
Winky said she wants to come to the birthday party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, it was really cool seeing some links in the chat. So if people have more stuff they want to show us or what game you're working on, or Twitter, then just fire away. Go for it, because we're keyboardless.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to stop the stream soon.
Yeah, sorry, I don't trust you. Hosted a stream with 1 viewer. Thanks for the hosting, Chris.
Thank you.
That's really nice.
It just sucks we're keyboardless right now.
Yeah. We will check out your Twitch later as well.
Yep.
I love to watch other game devs Twitch. Yeah. So we will check out the people who's following us and look at their little Twitch channels.
Twitch out, Twitters, etc.
Working on this. Let's have a look. Money placeholder. Stats and costs. We should bring it over to the right screen.
I forgot you can actually move that over.
Here we go. This is what we're talking about. Cool.
Ooh.
So what type of project is this? I see money and item background, etc.
Stats cost. Money button. The money placeholder is updated on start.
Was this what we were talking about, the clicker game, or was that
Yeah,
something?
it was the clicker game.
It's a clicker game. All right, that makes a lot of sense.
The more times you click, the more money you get.
Yeah.
All right.
Just a small clicker to get grips with Unity. Yeah, okay.
If you get loads of money just from clicking, that's amazing. I wouldn't do that.
Is at this point I should integrate Nano? I love my cryptocurrencies.
Yep.
And it's feeless, so it doesn't cost anything if you do transactions between things. So
stats will update to what you hover over. Okay.
All right.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's nice.
Roboto font as well.
And I guess it's a good way to learn about Unity's what do you call it? UI system.
Yeah.
To do these type of things, because it takes a little while to get used to how the UI works, and especially when you start scaling and things like that.
Oh yeah.
And then
that's the part I struggle with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris's one's like, no, I'll take over and try and meticulously do it.
Yeah. That's how it goes. You'll get used to it too, Claire. I think that we're going to be wrapping up the stream.
I love that you recognize the font. Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
I said that it's the Roboto font.
She's really good with her fonts, though.
Yeah, I'm normally the one who deals with fonts.
And you can see that we have meticulously selected an excellent font right here. And it's
going to get replaced, but...
It's the default Unity font.
Default Unity. Is it Arial? I think it's Arial.
It looks like Arial.
I'm not the great at recognizing my fonts. Sometimes I am.
And also the dark theme, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to fix this font thing at some point. Which font do you think we should use?
Because the UX designer in me is cringing at this current moment in time.
Yeah, it looks terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say that we're going to wrap up the stream soon.
Since we don't have a keyboard, and it's a bit hard to continue game development without a keyboard, I think.
Improv.
I just get the Windows, accessibility keyboard on.
Yeah, on-screen keyboard. That'll be fun. No. I think I have to restart my computer, probably with back in action.
So, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think it's because you unplugged it wrong to show it off.
Yeah, I unplugged the keyboard to show it off, and when I replugged it, it didn't reconnect. So
and it's a Bluetooth keyboard, so press F to pay respects for keyboard.
R.I.P. Oh.
Thank you, Spoonie. You have.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Has a great day. Yeah.
Have a good day, Spoonie, and everyone else as well.
Yep.
MJT and Julia. I'm so glad I was able to catch you guys. Yes, and we will be able to catch you guys soon as well.
Yes.
So we'll be following, and I'll be enjoying some more game dev streams myself.
Thank you for the follow, MJT_ow.
Ow. And thank you, Jackie. We will continue streaming.
Yes, we will do. Yeah, we stream every Sunday.
Every Sunday, and thanks for the follow, Cravens.
Cavadines?
Cavadines?
It's not Cravens. It's not Cravens because it hasn't got an
There's
R.
no R's in there.
Sorry.
Sorry.
F for the keyboard.
Yes. That's awesome.
I had a terrible photo of myself, so you know what you're talking to. We haven't seen the photo, but I'm going to say it's not terrible.
All pretty faces.
All pretty faces.
Yes.
It's always nice to put
It's really nice to see what people are, so you can easily relate to them.
Yes. And you guys all know what we look like. And Winky. And Moritz. But yeah.
Occasionally Moritz. He's fallen over here.
Yeah.
I wish I could show that, but I don't have a cable long enough for that.
Nope.
So yeah.
We hope every one of you have a really, really nice day, and hope you guys will join us next time. And we will be joining any of you who are streaming as well throughout the week. Yeah.
And we're also releasing tomorrow on YouTube.
Yep.
What do you call it again?
A devlog.
A devlog.
Yeah.
So yeah, there'll be devlog on YouTube on Snuti HQ. Our links and everything. You can just do this.
If you don't have a keyboard.
Forget it.
I'm just gonna type.
Well, I'm signing on the laptop.
Yeah, sign on the laptop stuff.
You can find us on YouTube and on Twitch or on Itch or on, I was about to say Pitch, etc. on our links channel there, link. And I'll see you guys around, and have a good night for the people who are having an evening.
And for those who are all in the morning or the middle of the night or the middle of the day, have a great day.
Yes. So we'll see you around. It's been a really fun work session with everyone. So have a good one. Good luck and good night. Much love.
Oh,
thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do.
And now we're going to start our 100 days of game dev tomorrow.
Yes, this was just the preemptive work.
This was warm up. So we're on streak 0 right now.
In programming, yes. We're in streak 0.
Well, without the keyboard, you mean?
No, 0. You know, you start from 0.
Oh yeah, because arrays and indices, yeah. Right.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. We'll see you.